Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Thursday.
It's Drunk Souls Day! Drunk Souls Day! Woo!
Your first news story for today. Guess what? Nintendo's making an all-new portable console.
Oh my god!
Maybe.
Nintendo filed a patent for a new handheld console today, and boy, is it a weird one.
Right, basically, it's a handheld with 4 slots in which you can swap out controller units to reconfigure how the handheld is laid out.
All right, some of the applications are actually pretty obvious with this swappable stuff. Twin stick controls for handheld shooters.
Right, 6-button layouts for fighting games.
And that's kind of about it. That's all we've thought about for now.
So digging through the specifics of the patent, there are some other interesting tidbits, like what, Lawrence?
Well, the first thing is that the units, the little controller nodules, don't actually physically connect to the handheld at all. All the inputs are sent and received via radio.
What?
Oh, okay, should cut down on mechanical failure, but how do they charge? How do they get power?
I can't really tell. In one diagram, it's got an internal power supply. In another diagram, it's got an external. My theory is that they'll have a little watch battery inside every one that keeps it powered. Radio, short-range radio, doesn't really take that much electricity, so feasibly these could work for 5 or 6 years on one little battery.
All right.
Right, on top of that, there's also a storage unit inside every controller module, which opens up a lot of interesting possibilities.
Right, so they could operate like the figures in Skylanders or Disney Infinity, where you kind of pop this special edition D-pad into your Nintendo, whatever it's called, to unlock a secret level or give Mario a big hat, something like that. That'd be kinda
Sure.
cool.
Now they need a patent for a toy chest that will have all my little controller nubs and nodules that I will lose, and kids will ask me for more money. I have none!
Lots and lots of money.
And since the internal storage is writable, you could make such exclusives like one-time use thing.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Which, once again, is a huge waste of plastic.
No, I know, but I mean, kids love that kind of
We
stuff.
need 3D printers stat.
They love it. The marketing potential of such trinkets is obvious. Distribute specialized toys with Happy Meals, give them away at special events. You can sell rare ones for a huge markup that I know Lawrence would buy.
No.
You would totally buy those, don't lie!
I don't spend money, I like collecting digital things.
Didn't you just buy a Surface Pro?
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all, Microsoft. So swappable controls are not a new idea, not really, but the setup does open up some interesting scenarios.
Right.
So that means total backwards compatibility with all your old systems.
Oh, that makes sense. Nintendo's dedicated to not realizing how awesome the internet can be, but still we can dream. With swappable controls, this handheld could conceivably emulate any console ever from Nintendo.
This could be the ultimate virtual machine. Actually, this gets me really excited because they have probably the best back catalog of all the games in the entire world.
Totally.
So hell, if you wanted to, you could probably make it a Wii remote receiver.
That'd be really
And you just
interesting.
throw it at your TV.
I don't know.
Like old people playing bowling.
Even DS and 3DS games could work. You just put the D-pad and buttons on one side of the unit and hold it vertically. What? Lawrence, how would that work?
Well, you just divide the screen in half vertically, and then you'd have the bottom half be the bottom screen, the top half be the top screen, and you're good. They're already doing that with the 2DS, really. It's just one screen that has 2 displays on it.
I like the way you think. You're hired, Lawrence.
I'm an idea man. Don't ask me to work.
Lawrence needs to go work at Nintendo, give these crazy ideas, and they're like, yes, Mr. Crazy White Guy, and then they just like show him out the door and then give him a sword. Also, let's go completely crazy with this whole thing, and imagine adding 2 mechanized guys on each unit, and you control one, and he punches, and then he punches the other guy, and when you win, his head comes up.
And then also Lawrence put in, if the screen is touch sensitive, probably will be, you can add little robot arms that touch the screen while you play. Why would you do that?
Because it's Nintendo. They make silly ideas that cost way too much and are fun for like 5 minutes. So I could totally see them making like a digital air hockey game where you have your stylus and you throw the puck, and then a little robot arm tries to
You're
knock
just
it back.
making stuff up now!
Welcome to Inside Gaming.
Welcome to every day, Joel.
Lawrence is obviously going crazy with his new job at
loves
Nintendo.
it. He loves it.
And we look forward to all of his designs coming to fruition.
This portable console is definitely a smart hybridization of physical toys and digital games, if that's the way they want to go. That said, we don't see the tide of mobile gaming going back to dedicated handhelds in the next few years at all.
No, of course not. If Nintendo really wants to get on board with everything, they're just going to make all of their games, their entire back catalog, software,
Yes.
and put it up in the cloud and
They'll
let
never
you play
do
it.
that. They'll never do it. They've said they're never going to do it. They're going to be profitable for 50 years, they already said. Ridiculous. Whatever. So the question is, what do you think about this weird Nintendo portable console? Because we got lots of weird ideas for this, but
Swappable Pokemans, and like, that's about where it ends.
that's all.
You do a Pokemon battle where each person is on one side of the handheld and they slide their Pokemon into it to summon their stupid little animal to fight. Kids want that. They want it.
I want a Nintendo portable console that I can slide a PlayStation 4 into and play PlayStation 4 games.
I'll go talk to all the boys at Nintendo and we'll get it done.
All right, on your trailers, we got one, the Lords of Football. Why are we? Rob Smith, are you there?
I am.
Have you seen this Lords of Football trailer?
I have not.
Even the guy who loves soccer.
Hold on. Did they mean football, or football?
It's football.
Football?
Football.
This
Yeah.
is
Hyphen.
probably easily the best trailer I've seen all week.
That's bullshit.
It's been a real week for trailers.
That's true.
Nice.
That's a
Football.
It's a lot of lacerating wordplay today. You ever seen, have you watched Family Guy or whatever, what's it called now?
Family Guy.
Family Matters.
American Dad.
Step by Step. What's the one we're talking about?
You've named a bunch of different shows that
They're all the same show, but this one stars the tall racist guy.
Family Matters.
That's the one.
Really matters? Stars a racist guy?
The show you were just talking about, the Tanners, what's it called?
Full House.
Full House.
Step by Step.
Sorry, I had a brain fart because all those shows are the fucking same thing. Hey, everyone, welcome to the show for Monday. Hi. We're back. Hey, first note of today, Sony's losing a bunch of money.
Like shit tons of it.
Bye, money.
Sony just recently warned their investors that its 2014 financial loss would be almost 20% worse than they originally predicted.
They are forecasting a loss of 130 billion yen. So that's about 1.3 billion dollars Americano.
That's a lot of money. That's
That's more than I got.
the main reason is because they are selling their VIO brand, which is their PC division, and in turn, PC sales have been very low.
Which, if you saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2 over this weekend, you realize there's a lot of bad product placement in terms of Sony VIOs everywhere.
He uses Google now.
Thank you.
So the cost associated with this sale/loss is around $300 million.
Right, so even their physical media division is also losing money since demand for physical media is contracting faster than expected, like a baby.
Like herpes.
Wait, babies
What?
don't contract.
Contracting herpes.
Vaginas contract, not babies.
I know nothing about women.
They stand to lose about $250 million on that too.
Jesus Christ. The TV business has also dropped significantly since we all bought our shiny new LEDs for the HD revolution, and most of them haven't broken yet.
Yeah, so they're still hanging out. So I mean, it's the only place that Sony's making money is the PlayStation business, right, Rob Smith?
That is correct.
Woohoo! All right, wait, now we can clap. Now we can clap.
Right. That PlayStation business actually netting themselves $172 million in profit
Right.
for the quarter ending in December 2013, and they've done even better since, at least anecdotally.
Right. So research firm IHS, we kind of never heard of these guys, suggests PS4 actually nets a profit to Sony for each console sold. So that profit's about $18 per console, which we didn't know that.
No, of course not, but that's still a profit. Compare that to the possible $300 loss per console they experienced with the PS3 launch,
Right.
and things are looking a lot better.
Yeah, costs always drop on hardware over time, so Sony could end up making more per console sale in the coming years, even if they drop the system price. Rob, what do you think? How much do you think they'll make on each console, let's say next year, starting next year?
Well, it'll go up incrementally. I would say $50, 60, 70, $80 per console unit, which is much, much better than a $300 loss per unit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, cost of the 500 gigabyte hard drive is just $1 more than the 120 gigabyte that shipped with the PS3.
Right.
Everything right now, basically spec-wise, is coming down,
Yeah.
which is what they do. So, I mean, smart on them for making the PS4 what it is.
Yep. So the question is Sony going anywhere? Are they going to like go bankrupt, or are they just sticking around?
That's a big fat hell no, especially when it comes to the video game division. That's a very good part of their business.
Yeah.
Sony is a huge company, and as media platforms change, so will the structure of their company division.
Yep.
It is possible, though, that this could be the last Sony console, as it appears that manufacturing hardware is not the most profitable part of their business.
Yes.
And the upcoming PlayStation streaming service is a pretty good indication of that.
Right. So I think I don't. People were kind of worried that they're going to stop making PlayStation 4s and maybe Sony's going to go under there. I don't think Sony's going anywhere for a long, long time. Rob Smith, am I correct?
You are absolutely 100% correct. As always.
That was close. That was close. I can only trust Rob Smith. On your trailers, we got Bound by Flame, the launch trailer. Phil,
Yeah, it's a great trailer. The game comes out Friday.
you were talking behind the camera yet again. The one part of the show that we needed you to pay attention to.
Did you read Darlene's memo? How to be a meeting ninja? You can't have sidebar conversations during a meeting.
No sidebars.
And this is basically a meeting.
Correction, I can do whatever I want.
Remember when Richard Parker was in the plane and he had the old VIO?
Yes.
No one had that. 97-ish, I think it was around the time.
We've been talking about Spider-Man way too much this morning.
Sony produced it.
And bought this episode of Inside
No, they
Gaming.
didn't. It's not sponsored by Sony.
You're a bunch of Sony fanboys, especially you, Joel.
What's a Sony?
Hey, everyone, welcome to the show for Tuesday. Hi. Yeah. And your first news story today, guess what? Destiny cost a record shitload of money.
That's a record shitload of money. That's
Yeah.
actually $500 million.
Dear God, that's more than Waterworld.
So today, CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, said they intend to spend $500 million on developing and promoting Destiny.
Okay, what does that $500 million get you?
Okay, so it gets you development of the game, marketing, packaging, royalties, infrastructure, other stuff.
So everything. It buys you everything.
I think it buys you everything, yes.
This number could be a new industry record. It has been suggested that Grand Theft Auto 5 costs about $260 million, marketing included.
Yes.
But it has now made $2 billion in retail sales.
$2 billion.
When you sell 36 million copies, that's what happens.
Oh man, so hey Rob Smith, how much did the Old Republic cost?
Well, before it came out, there was a report that it was costing $80 million, and that could have ballooned to over $300 million.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it cost about $300 million.
What? Who is the guy doing those numbers? He's like, yeah, so this is going to cost about 80 or 300 million. I don't know.
Just estimate between 80 and $700 million.
I never went to high school. So as far as the Old Republic goes, we don't know if that game ever made its investment back, and if anyone's even playing it, especially when it's free to play, right? Anyone? Does anyone play Old Republic?
Hey, I played.
Are you a Sith Inquisitor?
So Bobby Kotick says, quote, if you're making a $500 million bet, you can't take that chance with someone else's IP. Stakes for us are getting bigger.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So remember, Activision owns the right to publish Destiny games,
Right.
but Bungie owns all the intellectual property, other known as the IP, which Bobby Kotick was talking about.
Yeah, that's weird.
That means the only way the game will ever get published is through Activision.
Right.
So that means Activision is investing in a final product only. No tech, no R&D, just the game when Bungie is done making it.
So this may not seem like a smart investment for Activision, but remember, these Bungie guys made the mother effing Halo franchise, so it's safe to bet big on them. But they're also known for doing some really cool things tech-wise as well.
Right, if you remember, Halo 2's online pretty much shaped the entire way Xbox Live was developed moving forward.
Yes.
Halo 3 had the theater clip and sharing
yeah,
abilities
that's
that are years ahead of their time, and Destiny is already showing early signs of streamlining production time for the game of this scale.
Right. But how do they recoup $500 million? Well, they got to sell about 16 million copies of the game.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, actually, it's not that bad. So in context, GTA 5 has sold 32.5 million copies.
Yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts did an estimated 14.5 million,
Yep.
though Black Ops 2 was closer to 24.2.
Jeez. And then Assassin's Creed 4 has sold about 10 million copies to date. And for reference, Titanfall's only been out, about a month and a half, I want to say. And it's sold about 700,000 copies. Now, keep in mind, Titanfall's a brand new IP, so Destiny is going to probably follow the same path.
We're saying it's going to do 16 million?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, like, in a year.
Gun shoot man, space dude thing, good.
Come on, in a year.
And remember, Activision won't be footing the bill all of this by themselves.
Yeah.
Sony will pony up some of the promotional dollars to have the game as a standard bearer for the PS4. You've
Right.
seen there are commercials on right now.
Yeah, it's a big deal for Sony.
Showing Destiny. And you have to figure that Mountain Dew, Dorito, Subway, and more junk will have their fingers in this little pie.
Right. So eventually, I think that we're going to see Destiny when it comes out in September just huge drop, and then everybody's going to start playing it for a few months. I guess the staying power is whether or not it'll actually make its money back.
I think the hype train is pulling up to the station as we speak,
Yes.
and people are already talking about how big the game is going to be, and that supposedly what we have been shown is only 1%
What?
of the world of
No,
Destiny, and
that's
that there's going to be new stuff every day, and that all the gameplay that we've seen does not do the game justice. So this is what I'm hearing.
Wait, so what game have we seen then?
I think it's Halo. Well, apparently calling it Halo/Borderlands is doing a discredit to the game. So until we get our hands on it,
We'll see.
we won't know.
We'll see in September.
Anyway, that's all of our talk of Destiny and how excited we are.
I'm excited.
I hope you're excited too.
I'm excited.
Because we need someone to play with when it comes out. Anyway, it's Tuesday.
Let's go to the pro.
Yeah.
Okay, video games, if the title of this wasn't even there, would you know what game it is? Nope, because every video game looks like this. You get wizards, Christians, and white people in the forest. They all want axes and good shirts, and they kill monsters. So sweet, can't wait for this. Gonna buy it on everything. Why no Wii U release? Okay, idiot, what is this? A Kickstarter game actually got released. But don't worry, it's probably not too intimidating for you. Looks like just like your real life, you hang around a few dark rooms, not accomplishing anything. Now haul in the last video game, Hog Time. Oh shit, set 'em loose, boys. It's the fucking baseball show.
Resting bitch face.
Oh yeah, you know what that is, right?
No,
So resting bitch face means when a woman is just a normal, when she has her straight
It's like your
face
normal
this,
face, you look like a bitch.
then you look like an asshole.
Oh, wow.
So that would be a resting asshole face.
I had that look too. I'd be at like a family dinner and they would all stop and go, "What's the matter, Adam? What's the matter?" I go, "Nothing. What's the matter?" Well, I'm annoyed now that you're asking me what's the matter. This is what my face looks like. I'm sorry. Everyone, welcome back to the show for Wednesday.
All right, West Hollywood, you're mine.
Holy God.
I'm gonna break the window.
Don't break the window.
Your first start for today, guess what? Star Wars Battlefront is gonna have some gameplay, hopefully at E3.
All right, finally. All right. So during an EA investors call, CEO Andrew Wilson said that we will see Star Wars Battlefront at E3 this year. It's only about a month away.
Right, we don't know which form it will take. It could
sure.
possibly be a mug,
Yeah.
some sort of carpet.
Please don't say that.
We're hoping for a gameplay trailer or even a demo.
So we'll be surprised if it's actually playable, but again, we're hoping to see some gameplay.
Yes. Even a trailer, we'll take it. Doesn't matter.
anything.
So now that we know we'll be seeing some Battlefront, we started thinking, hey, E3's right around the corner.
It really is, wow.
What else do we want to see at this year's E3 2014?
All right, you tell them the first one.
Halo 5. I know it's only called Halo right now, but I want to see some actual gameplay of this thing.
Yes.
All we've seen right now is Chief walking through the desert looking like a homeless person. I want to see what else there is.
We're predicting that there will be a trailer and gameplay of Halo 5, but we're thinking it's going to be delayed, right, till the end of next
There's
year.
no way it's coming out this year, unless it does.
The next one, Destiny competitive multiplayer. So we've seen a lot of Destiny, yes, but we're going to see some competitive multiplayer. It just got confirmed by Bungie today.
Right.
So there's going to be tons of gameplay of Destiny, so we'll finally get a closer look at this game.
I are excited.
Yes.
Moving over to the Sony side of things, Uncharted 4, we know we already seen the teaser trailer,
Yes,
but
that was nothing though.
if Sony's going to be doing their press conference and doing it right, they need to come out swinging with some Nathan Drink Dong.
Rob Smith, are we going to see some gameplay of Uncharted 4?
I would likely expect it, yes.
Yes.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, all right, that's good. The next game, hey, a Star Wars game from Visceral. So it's going to be probably the Star Wars 1313 game where it was going. We'll probably see a trailer. I doubt there'll be any gameplay this one.
There might be a man jumping on something. That'd be interesting.
That's something.
Another Sony game, The Order 1886. This one was teased ever so slightly, I think at E3 last year. And we've just been getting little bits of info, but finally, I think this one's coming out, I believe this year, right, Rob?
That's the hope, but because we haven't seen very much of it so far,
Yeah, not
it's
at
tough
all.
to say. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Look, there's steampunk man shooting things.
Hey, we saw some gameplay, just a little bit of gameplay a few weeks ago, and it was gorgeous. So there should be a lot more gameplay this year.
Fingers crossed.
The next one, Mirror's Edge 2.
Anybody?
Yeah!
All right, Kale's excited about
Parkour!
it. We're gonna get a trailer and obviously some gameplay, or we better see some gameplay.
Well, what we got last year was pretty, and I want to see a lot more of that, but I want to see like an actual level gameplay demo that's obviously not scripted.
Yes.
Other EA games, when we're talking about those things, Mass Effect 4. We're really hopeful that this one's going to make some sort of appearance during EA's press conference.
Right.
Most likely, just a title card with the number 4 at the end.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any gameplay.
And they're going to be like, Shepard, you're back! And he's like, yeah, I never left.
So is this the prequel or is this the sequel of Mass Effect? Is it a prequel? I can't remember. Does it, Rob Smith, is it a prequel or a sequel?
I believe it's prequel.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I would like a whole new character. I don't want to play as Shepard anymore.
What about FemShep?
Same person.
That's right.
You're racist.
Next one, Far Cry 4. We're gonna see trailer. We're gonna see gameplay. We're gonna see Voss. Do you think Voss? I mean, spoiler, he's dead. But I mean, like, are we gonna see Far Cry 4? Like, is he gonna be in Far Cry 4?
Most likely, yes. I think they finally hit out of the park with Far Cry 3, and they're probably going to open up something with like, have I told you the definition of Skyrim with guns?
Oh man, that's
And
a really inside joke.
Then Adam Kovic will go up on stage and kill himself.
Cool.
It'll be great. Other Ubisoft games that we're excited about, Assassin's Creeds. There are 2 in the forms of Comet and Unity. You know, historically, they're always playable at the show in some form or another. If anything, we're just going to get a long demo of one of the games and finally figure out what Comet is, whatever the hell's going on with that thing.
The next one, Batman Arkham Knight. It should come out very end of this year, so we're going to see a trailer with lots of gameplay. I bet it will be playable at E3 as well.
100% yes. They already showed it at GDC behind closed doors. This is what they do historically with the Batman games, and this is Rocksteady's, I believe, final Batman game, so we're totally excited to see Batman kick ass. And what would E3 be without Nintendo?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Hold on, this one's for Kale.
Okay. This is actually a game we're really excited about. Legend of Zelda for the Wii U. All we ever saw was that totally fake gameplay demo, which was when they showed the Wii U. So we're actually very curious to see what they're going to do with the franchise. We're guessing a trailer with some gameplay
definitely
during Nintendo's online-only conference.
No, definitely. The next one, Battlefield 5.
No.
There's no way we're going to see Battlefield 5 at E3, right?
Phil?
Confirmed. Phil says no.
Yeah, he's shaking his head no.
All right.
Is Battlefield 4 done yet?
And while we're talking about games that we probably won't see at the show,
How dare you?
Fallout 4.
No! I'm calling it right now. There will be a trailer. Rob Smith, our editor-in-chief, agrees with me. Right, Rob?
I do agree with you, Bruce, as always.
There's going to be a trailer of Fallout 4.
It makes zero sense. Bethesda does not have a press conference.
I hate you.
So unless they're doing some kind of exclusive deal with Sony, Microsoft, EA, someone who actually has a press conference, they're not going to just say, oh, by the way, Fallout 4, fuck it. They're going to do their own thing probably at the end of this year.
Volcon!
Here's the thing. I've learned to trust Adam Kovic over the years on Inside Gaming. So he's probably right. I'm still hopeful that there will be a trailer for Fallout 4.
That's what the game industry is. It's a bunch of hope that you end up just beating over the head until it's dead.
I know. And our game of the year, everybody, you ready?
Yeah.
Sims 4.
Yeah!
Sims 4!
We did it! We did it! Woo!
You think it's gonna have long load times?
Double the load times for Sims 4. Of course, our goal is to get you, the viewer, as much new gameplay as possible from each of these games at E3. So please, have some compassion on Adam during E3 week. He has to play games and talk a lot. On your trailers, you got the one. Phil, are you ever going to include a trailer of a game that people have heard of?
Obviously, this is the third one in the entry. If you haven't heard of Risen now, I just feel bad.
Who's heard of Risen? Let's raise your hands.
Isn't that candy?
I heard of it.
Zane's hands are up.
Actually, if you run out into the main hallway, there's a bookshelf that's on its side. There is a toy that sits in there. Thusly, it is a little frogman. That's from Risen 2.
I think I own Risen 2 because
Phil, can you
it
grab
came
that?
with a humble bundle for a game I actually wanted.
What game was that?
I don't care. There's different types of Power Rangers. There's Mighty Morphin, right? There's what most people know, which is Monster of the Week, right? The exact same pattern over and over again, again. But then Disney took it over, and then they started actually writing it like a show.
How many seasons was that?
Did Disney do?
Yeah, Disney.
I think maybe like 8.
So when you went to Comic-Con, did you ask the creators like, so in season 4,
The
Mystic
creators were not
Force?
invited to come.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Thursday. Hi. Let's do this. Here we go. And your first news story of today, Nintendo is anti-gay, ?
Oh boy, all right. So Nintendo can't seem to catch a break right now, what with its massive losses on the back of the woeful Wii U sales. It's now facing a PR black eye over one of its actual successes in Japan, the 3DS title, Tomodachi Life.
Right ahead of the launch of the game in Europe and the US, the BBC is reporting that Nintendo is not allowing people to play as gay characters in its life simulation game.
Oh boy, all right. So a fan of Nintendo, Ty Marini, has launched a social media campaign asking Nintendo to allow same-sex relationships in the game.
He says, I quote, I want to be able to marry my real-life fiancé's me, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Mr. Marini was quoted as saying by the Associated Press.
Ty also said, my only options are to marry some female me, to change the gender of either my me or my fiance's me, or to completely avoid marriage altogether and miss out on the exclusive content that comes with it. So Rob, what's the exclusive content?
Well, it's just the later game, so you get married in the game and then you can do other things. So it's a little misleading to say exclusive content, it's just the continuation of the game.
You just sit on the couch and watch Grey's Anatomy.
Just like real marriage.
Hey. Nintendo responded to this by saying, I quote, the ability for same-sex relationships to occur in the game was not part of the original game that launched in Japan.
Oh boy.
Nintendo continued, the relationship options in the game represent a playful alternate world rather than a real-life simulation. We hope that all of our fans will see that Tomodachi Life was intended to be a whimsical and quirky game, and that we were absolutely not trying to provide social commentary.
They're just digging that hole just much, much deeper.
Well, it gets a lot worse here.
All right, so here's the problem. For all Nintendo's head-in-the-sand innocence, it's really a naive stance given the importance of this whole topic to so many people.
Right, as gamers have proven, whether it's through mods or commentary, they want to get it their way, and Nintendo needs friends and not really to alienate fans right now.
All right, here's the real issue. According to one report in the game's initial release in Japan, it did appear that male Miis could be married, but Nintendo then patched that out, citing a bug. I can't believe they patched it out.
They see it as a mistake.
Ugh.
So really the solution here is pretty simple, Nintendo. Just patch the bug back in and let people play the game that they want to play.
Yeah.
If it blows up as a result of Mr. Marini's campaign into a broader mainstream conversation, it could seriously impact Nintendo's business, as it could turn off consumers to buy more 3DS, Wii U's, or simply this game that has been a success for them in Japan.
So as we've seen time and time again, it's the user that decides how they want to play almost any game, and publishers and developers respond to this feedback. It's about time for Nintendo to catch up.
Right, and once again, this could just be an entire culture thing
Sure,
where
sure.
we here in, sunny California obviously think a different way, but this is probably an even bigger issue, but for now, put the bug back in, maybe.
It's very rarely we say The Sims did it right, but The Sims did it right!
And they did it right.
So I'll give a clap for the Sims.
The Sims did it right a long time ago.
That is all you will ever get!
There are gay people in Japan, right?
I saw one once.
All right, yeah, there's two. I know there are gay people there.
They live on other sides of the country.
Never met.
And they're like, hey, and he's like, can't talk, busy, I got work.
Oh man, Nintendo. Okay, on to your trailers. We got one, the Watch Dogs character trailer.
There are a handful of characters, and they each get about 25 seconds of screen time.
This is my favorite part of the show because I look around to the room, and everyone looks blank-faced. Like, there's
I
no.
watched it.
Oh, Phil's watched it.
I watched it too, Phil. You
You
want to hang
watched
out?
it?
Phil, you want to hang out later?
Sure.
Play some Watch Dogs?
Why not?
Phil, you're supposed to describe the trailer. What's in the
It
trailer?
talks about all the characters, like Adrian Pierce, T-Bone.
Okay, so what does T-Bone do?
You see him with the shotgun, he shoots people, he T-bones people.
There we go. See?
With his head.
Seems like a cool guy. I'd hang out with him. He's 52 years old.
Why isn't Joel count us in anymore? What
No.
happened?
He's busy.
Oh,
Busy typing.
gotcha. So he's not listening.
True.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Do you need me to be there for you all the time? Excuse me. Oh, Adam's personal valet here. Are you ready for the show, Mr. Kovic?
Oh,
what a
thumbs are
fucking
hard.
diva. God damn it. Do the show and do it right. And I don't want to hear any more bitching. And 5, 4, 3.
So professional.
There's your fucking outtakes.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Friday. Hi. And your first story for today, the PS4 versus Xbox One E3 showdown in the form of
In
leaks.
the form of rumors and hearsay. So it's that time of year again. E3 is a month away, and people are leaking Microsoft and Sony info all over the place. What will each company show at E3? Let's find out in the form of rumor and hearsay.
Quick disclaimer, this is all just hearsay and rumors, so
Yes.
it all could be untrue,
We don't know yet.
but it sounds good enough to be true.
That's
so
true.
we're covering it. So let's cover the Xbox One first.
Yes.
So this leak comes from the cutanddry.blogspot.co.uk. /cuddly pear
Whatever.
42.
Yeah.
It says, and I quote, on the DL, this info comes from the highest source. I have had corroborations from a number of sources to its legitimacy.
Yes.
Reliable.
That sounds very Rob Smith. That's reliable, right?
It looks pretty good.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
In the words of Rob Smith, it's good enough for this show.
So the first thing they hopefully maybe will announce, Rise 2, everybody.
The Risening.
It'll be in a medieval setting. Lots more quick time events.
We did it. Next up, one I'm very excited about, Halo 2 Anniversary will be announced. A full visual makeover of Halo 2, multiplayer included.
Yes, that's really, really cool.
That's exciting.
And then, of course, Halo 5 will get its release date. We did it, everybody.
We sure did it.
We did it.
And I know everyone's going to be asking us, why aren't we commenting on the video that came out from Xbox's
Oh,
YouTube
yes,
channel
right,
yesterday
with
where
Halo
it shows
5
Halo
on
5? Halo Waypoint already came out and said,
We already knew that.
yeah, we had nothing to do with this. Also, whatever, Halo was already announced. Why,
Yeah.
guys, chill out.
I bet the release date's going to be 2015 now, right? You're saying it's 2015?
They would have showed a lot more by now. Rare, those guys are still alive, will be rebooting Battletoads and Perfect Dark.
That's for James.
Which one? Perfect Dark?
Battletoads.
Oh, that one Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently Perfect Dark will be third person though.
I'm not sure.
Why?
I don't want Perfect Dark.
Next up, Epic will unveil the game based on the Samaritan demo from E3 2012.
I don't know if that was even
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was the one with like the soldier shit in there.
Not even close.
Soldier
No,
shit.
that was last year.
I'm thinking of something else, and no.
Yeah. Also, I think this was even shown at GDC even before E3, so
What?
we don't even know what this game is.
Whatever.
If they call it Good Samaritan, good on them. Speaking of guys who made Gears of War at one time or another,
Yeah.
Black Tusk will have a CGI trailer for the next Gears of War called Lazarus.
Prequel, sequel, what do we think?
Reboot.
Reboot, okay, fine. Who cares? New gameplay for Fable Legends. That one's for Kale.
I don't want to play it, but I'm gonna.
What is Fable Legends? Rob?
Beats me.
Okay, well,
All right. Quantum Break, the game from the guys at Remedy, will be coming out on November 2014.
Yeah.
They were going to be showing off some multiplayer gameplay,
True.
and apparently it looks even better this year than it did last year, which I don't know how they're going to do that.
Was it gameplay last year? Wasn't it just a trailer?
They said it was.
I'm not sure about that one. Sunset Overdrive should be getting its release date August-September timeframe.
This year?
This year.
Holy shit.
And the more I see of this game, the more excited I am. Actually, I'm surprised. Before I thought it was kind of dumb, and this looks cooler every time I
The
see it.
gameplay that came out this week looks great, and they're saying it's like Tony Hawk with guns.
No,
That's what they said.
it's Dead Rising meets Jet Set Radio.
That's what it looks like to me.
I wish they would have said that instead of the other dumb quote.
You mean the one from you?
I didn't say that. I said it one time in a drunken stupor. Next up, Microsoft's apparently going to be going a little deeper with games with gold. They're going to announce for Xbox One. The aim will be that one retail game for a month, basically.
Cool.
One digital per month of choice or two or whatever. I don't
Not
know.
really sure.
They're trying to keep up with Sony,
Yeah,
essentially.
and it still doesn't sound as good, to be honest with you.
I just don't think it's going to work that well.
Next, Crackdown Skyline will be announced, everybody. Who's excited for Crackdown? You're excited for Crackdown?
I'm confused!
Yeah, so am I.
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, it'll be a 2015 release.
Sure, and there's no developer announced for that one yet.
It looked like it might be Microsoft Studios. Nobody's sure.
Sure, they'll be publishing them for damn sure, yeah. Next up, they're going to be doing some multi-platform stuff, showing off the games like The Division, Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare.
We call that Kada. It's Kada now. It's Kada.
I was trying not to read that. And there's going to be some random EA game.
Yep.
Bruce thinks this is going to be Battlefront.
I think it's gonna be more gameplay Battlefront. I think this is really gonna show it off.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
You take this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you don't like what I wrote, and then I told you, Adam, Fallout 4. Woo! Yeah, Fallout 4 is gonna be at the very end of the Microsoft conference. Woo!
If Fallout 4 gets announced at Microsoft's press conference, I will eat some form of a hat.
Whoa! All right, so let's.
Well, it can be made of nachos,
Nope.
a
Leather.
cake.
Leather.
Okay.
No, I mean, cake hat would be kind of cool.
I have to be able to eat it.
Cake
Yeah.
hat.
Like I said, I will eat a hat. So that's it for all the rumors for the Xbox press conference. Let's move over to the Sony one.
All right.
First up, let's go through all the PS4 info.
Yeah, it originated from NeoGAF user Snake911. Also very reliable. Our source mentioned that the information comes from contacts within Sony's worldwide studios and a further contact at the BBH New York marketing firm, which works with Sony for part of its promotion.
This is info from an info person from another info person.
exactly.
It's very
Third
out
hand.
there. Anyway, so let's get to the games. First up, we got Uncharted 4. They're
Yeah.
gonna be showing off 3 minutes of in-engine gameplay.
Okay.
Mixed in with some all pretty graphics and stuff. Apparently, it's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, everybody said it's going to be the coolest thing ever on any console ever. Rob Smith, is that true?
Probably.
Okay. It's coming out summer 2015 as well.
Okay, interesting. The Morpheus, the Oculus Rift
Oh yeah, that's right.
VR headset that
Yeah.
Sony's working on, will be demoed using a new game via Media Molecule. The guys behind Little Big Planet.
Oh, okay.
The only info on the game right now is that it is a 3D world building thing. So, Minecraft, virtual reality.
That sounds kind of fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in it.
I'm in
Kids love blocks and shit.
And then finally, oh man, the Gran Turismo 6, everybody, will get re-released on the PlayStation 4 along with the Gran Turismo 7 prologue coming in summer 2015. Oh my gosh!
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Rob,
Yes,
people from the UK love Gran Turismo, right?
that is a true thing.
I knew that.
Okay.
I'm sensitive to other people's cultures.
Hey Rob,
Yes.
why do racing games have prologues?
So you could learn what side of the road to drive on.
Speaking of more games, a new God of War will be announced. No actual gameplay, just, I don't know, some CGI with no release date.
That'll
So,
be Kratos murdering something.
I hope it's someone other than Kratos. For the love of God, let's get over that story.
Yeah, sure. Then next, The Order 1886 will get a stage demo. Game will be coming out this fall. We've seen a lot of gameplay. Again, I'm very positive about this game.
Next up, Ninja Theory apparently will be presenting an all-new PS4 exclusive title, possibly a sequel to Heavenly Sword, which has supposedly been in development for a really long time now.
Okay, cool. Guerrilla Games, creators of Killzone, will have a new RPG. No info, but Sony's expecting a very positive reaction.
I don't know.
What?
Imagine if they were expecting a very negative reaction.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going to be terrible.
Cause
Put
comes
it
out,
in.
I am
Put it in.
sorry. Oh dear God, why did we show you that? We knew it was going to be bad, but we did it anyway. Oh, whoops.
Sorry.
Anyway, Infamous Second Son will be there in DLC form. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
That's, yeah,
Neat.
that's it.
Sony Japan will be debuting Project Beast,
Yay.
the spiritual successor to Demon's Souls. It's not Dark Souls.
Hey, I'm confused by this.
Yeah, I think I hear that it might be not as hard as Dark Souls. That's what I've heard. So whatever. Fuck it.
I don't know, whatever. So along with that, Sony Japan will finally be announcing the supposed release date for The Last Guardian.
What's that?
Anyone? No one?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's the spiritual successor to, yeah.
That's right.
Shadow of the Colossus, Ico, all that stuff. Apparently the game is coming out this fall on the PS4.
What? Oh, that's cool.
I doubt that. I bet it will be next year. And then it'll get delayed again, and they'll say, don't worry, it's coming out in the summer. Then it'll get delayed a little
It'll
bit
never
more
come
after
out.
that, and then it'll be coming out on the PS5.
Oh, okay, cool. There's also mention of Rockstar showing up, but the source says that is now unlikely. So wait, hold on. Originally, Rockstar was going to show up.
Yep.
Now they're not going to show up.
Right, which leads us to believe that Grand Theft Auto 5, next
Right,
gen.
Next gen, definitely. I mean, it's gotta happen at one of these press conferences, right? It has to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Joel,
guys,
Joel, you're the one who made up all these rumors for us. I mean,
I'm a journalist.
Rob Smith, come on, that's true, right?
Yes, I think it has to.
I keep asking. Rob said yes. Come on, Rockstar, do it.
to be fair though, Rob will say yes to anything.
You're right about it.
Well, if Bruce says it, I'll say yes to it.
Besides all the PlayStation 4 news, also supposedly price cuts will be announced for the PlayStation 3 and the Vita.
Oh, that's fun.
Which just got the Vita 2000 relaunch model or whatever,
Right.
so hopefully good news on that.
Cool. So if all of these things are true for both Microsoft and Sony, who will win this year's E3? Who do you think?
It's probably going to be Nintendo.
Yeah. Yes.
The only way to win the game is to not play it.
Rob, who do you think is going to win?
I think the Xbox lineup is good. I think the PlayStation 4 is more diversely interesting.
I agree. Sony's going to win again this year if this is all true.
Anyone else?
Atari Jaguar.
That's right.
On your trailers, we got one, the Alien Isolation Creating the Cast trailer. Is this yet another live action trailer of a game that I'd like to see?
There's gameplay also.
Oh, good. I was worried.
My nose itches.
Phil, what happens in the gameplay?
They use motion capture to capture the likenesses of the actors that play the characters.
Are there actors that play aliens?
No.
Oh no! Pick it up.
I know.
No.
In the middle of your hoops game?
Hardcore dancing?
It's hardcore dancing. They would do it.
What's womp dancing? Isn't that like a?
Swamp dance.
I believe you just made that up and you should bring it back.
Yeah, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a little progressive river dance.
Yeah!
Really good. Oh man, I love that.
Thank you.
You have to have a dumb look on your face.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Let's start off with some really good news. God, we hope so. So, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead might be coming to the PC for real this time.
What?
We did it!
This is like the 10th time we reported on this, but here we go. YouTube user NoahJ456 posted the video yesterday demonstrating some absurd internet archaeology applied to Rockstar's social club website.
Right, the image used in the system selection dropdown, the one that currently only displays Xbox 360 and PS3, also has a third currently unused entry, and oh my god, it's PC, which stands for personal computer.
Hamana.
All right, Lawrence, how legit is this?
Well, the way it's used on the website is pretty legit. Commonly, websites will group up UI elements like buttons, arrows, stuff like that into a single image to reduce clutter.
Yep.
And that's what we see here. It's basically the 3 line items of a menu all compressed into one image, so it makes sense from a web dev perspective.
Definitely. GTA Online jobs are separated by platform, so it stands to reason that you'd have to select PC specifically if GTA 5 were on PC.
Right, and you can have fun figuring out how that thing works as well. God
Still
damn it.
doesn't work. Whatever.
You can put in the right hashtags and everything and nothing.
We're on the way.
Anyway, however, this image isn't that great.
Right.
The PC is all off-center and generally crappy looking, which once again makes us think probably not real.
Well, but if it's there, they put it there. Rockstar put it there. Sorry, go ahead.
Wouldn't be a rumor unless there was some kind of doubt. It's possible that a web developer just slapped it in there as a placeholder, but even then it implies that GTA 5 is on PC, or at least is coming to it eventually.
On top of that, GTA 5 isn't the only game Rockstar might finally bring to the PC.
Red Dead Redemption, everyone.
That's exciting. I mean, like, I've always wanted to play
I
that.
believe the last game with cowboys in it, right?
You know. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say Call of Juarez.
Yeah. The Gunslinger came out last year.
The what?
We don't know.
Call of Juarez, the Gunslinger. What was the name of it? I beat it 4 times.
You could have made that up. I wouldn't know the difference.
Real game.
Anyway, Red Dead Redemption was also spotted on a Windows 8.1 compatibility site.
So if you're wondering why it took so long, the answer might be found in the Rockstar Q&A posted way back in October 2011 when they were originally asked about Red Dead Redemption coming to PC. They said, I quote,
"All we can say is that whenever it is viable, technically, developmentally, and business-wise, for us to release a game for PC or any other particular platform, we will, and we usually do. Unfortunately, that is just not the case 100% of the time for all platforms."
Right, keep in mind Red Dead came out at kind of a weird time where Rockstar San Diego basically put out this blockbuster, which they didn't think was going to do as well as it did.
Didn't expect it at all.
Right, they didn't think it was going to be like GTA level, which historically has always been on PC. So it is viable now for games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead to be coming to the PC, right?
Lawrence?
I mean, absolutely. Depending how progressive Rockstar wants to be, they could stand to do something really huge with GTA and Red Dead. Games like Dota 2, Team Fortress, basically Steam Workshop has proven that user-generated content can make a lot of money, and that's what these games are all about on PC. So it's a match made in heaven. It just depends whether or not Rockstar is aiming that high.
Do you think they'll start charging for like mods on PC and stuff like that?
Well, I think they'll let people sell mods to each other. I hope they do. That's the grand payoff of being on PC right now.
Right, keep in mind,
For them to do less than that would be a little underreaching, I think.
So Lawrence, Valve isn't the only person doing this right now, or a company doing this. Epic just announced Unreal 4, the new Unreal Tournament, which is all user-generated stuff and basically peer-to-peer money being exchanged while they just take a cut, right?
Totally, but that's still a year away at least. And you know what? If Rockstar were building a service like this, it would stand to reason it would take some time. Maybe that's the gap.
So our guess is actually that Rockstar will be announcing all this stuff either around E3 or at E3. I know traditionally they're not normally...
Get it!
I know traditionally they're not normally at E3, but this time around they could be there. We heard rumors they might be there. So
Sure, I have heard Gabe Newell rented out just a little hovel somewhere off to the side, and he's going to go out there and go, it's coming to PC, and then it leaves.
Well, are you talking about Half-Life 3 or GTA 5?
It doesn't matter. So there you go, a couple of rumors of two very much wanted Rockstar games coming to the PC. We're excited for it. What about you?
They're obviously excited.
Of course you are. It's a rhetorical question.
You don't need to answer that at all.
Put the phone down.
On to your trailers, we got The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 3, In Harm's Way. Is anybody keeping up with this? Is anybody playing The Walking Dead?
I'm waiting until they all come out.
I'm up to date.
You're up to date?
Yeah.
Cool, so what's happening?
Do you really want to?
I do, tell me.
Well, there's a big cliffhanger because they...
Spoilers!
I know, it's all spoilers.
Just tell me.
Big cliffhanger because they met up with what's-his-face from the first season.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Great
They
character.
met up with the guy that we thought was dead from the first season.
Okay, and what else?
And then another group of people ran into where they were hiding at first.
Oh my God! Lawrence,
What?
how was your vacation?
Very, very well. Very good. Good
Yeah?
vacation. I ate some fish and listened to a lot of interesting people saying a lot of interesting things.
Tell the kids where you were.
I was in Amsterdam.
Lawrence, did you do strange?
Almost.
Oh, really?
Whoa!
Almost.
What qualifies as almost?
Someone smiled at me.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Tuesday. Hi.
Yes! Welcome.
And your first over today, guess what? We called it.
Nice job.
Microsoft announced today that beginning on June 9th, they will offer an Xbox One without a Kinect.
Thank God. As we said back in July of last year, the new package will cost $399.
This is the latest backpedal in a series of retractions from the company, Microsoft. This all started with the console's stumbling reveal as a media-focused TV box. Do you remember that?
Yeah, who cares?
They said TV a lot, and then football. Did you like football, Lawrence?
No.
Then they revealed a progressive, or depending on your perspective, terrible DRM policy that would permanently tie games to your Xbox Live account. Super dumb.
It obviously didn't work out. So in the announcement, both Xbox Chief Marketing Strategy Officer Yusuf Mehdi and Xbox head Phil Spencer repeat that this move is all about delivering more choice for consumers.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, because consumers would rather make the choice to buy the more expensive Xbox with a big old camera that doesn't work 50% of the time.
I just want the Kinect.
Xbox on!
Okay, this policy shift may have resulted from Phil Spencer taking over the Xbox division in late March. They've run the apology tour more than once since then. Here's Phil Spencer saying they are shifting to a gaming-first focus.
Right. I mean, really, Lawrence, is this just convenient at this point?
I think so. A month is not nearly enough time to get a new SKU, a new retail package to market. So even if Phil Spencer came in and he's like, we're going to shake things up, we're going to offer connectless Xbox One, it would have taken, I want to say, at least 6 months to get a new retail product on the shelf.
Nice try, Spencer.
We're on to you. With that said, though, we get the impression that the offering of a connectless bundle was around 9 months ago when we reported on it originally. So this has been the sales plan all along, Spencer being the new guy in charge. This really just makes sense PR-wise for Microsoft. But why didn't they save this announcement for E3?
Yeah, I mean,
Am I crazy?
Yeah, it's a little early.
Okay.
Spencer. Ideally, this saves 10 to 15 minutes on stage for actual demos.
Right, we need children waving at their Kinect and saying, this is why you want to pay that extra $100. No? Anybody?
I don't know. However, the announcement regarding a connectless Xbox One still dedicates more words and screen space to entertainment apps than games. So that's neat. All those entertainment apps you can get on everything else, like Apple TV and Roku.
And your phone for free?
So what else can Microsoft do to drum up more support for the console code?
We predict a disc-less Xbox One that could retail for $349. You could remove the Xbox Gold paywall from entertainment apps like Hulu, Netflix, etc., which is currently rumored right now and would totally get some positive buzz during the press conference next month.
And lastly, an interface that isn't slow, clunky, and awkward.
I mean, look, like I've said before, whenever you buy something new, you're a beta tester. That's how it is. This is how it was with the 360. You always get the stuff early. They will make it better. It's software. Right, Lawrence?
Yeah, well, we hope so.
Xbox on!
Football!
So there you go. It actually happened 9 months after we said the freaking thing would happen. Not to pat ourselves on the back, but we did it. You know what? I don't say this very often, but we did it.
Yeah! Xbox on!
Still not working. It is Tuesday, it means your game release of the week brought to you by Bro.
Hell!
Oh, fun, right? No. Let's try to progress from the cartoon shit into a normal thing, please. I first heard about this game in 1992, and it sucked. Okay, well, this is better. Still looks like the shit teenagers draw on the margins of their notebook. Yeah, also write down what your favorite bands are and try to make it look like graffiti writing. Yeah, it sounds like a great game. Okay, well, we've slightly improved, but it's a fucking 1987 cartoon still. Well, they're making it on a hand toy, so I don't know what else to tell you besides you're an idiot. Okay, it's still a cartoon, though. Games are about the best realism. That's why we play games, to try to simulate what it's like in life. It's called escapism, idiot. Why don't you try reading a game manual sometime? And speaking of gay manuals, this game lets you fight the shit out of everyone alive. Finally hauling in some decent ass. The Nasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition. Looks pretty good. Well, alright then. That's it. I don't know what else you...
Moving to trailers, first up with the Titanfall Expedition DLC gameplay trailer. You run around the woods.
Well, you gotta buy it, though.
Do you? Does this one cost money? Really?
Yep.
I thought they loved me.
You were wrong.
Oh.
Next up, we have the Watch Dogs 101 trailer. This is Phil's pick.
Why is this your pick today?
I'm really super pumped for this game.
That's a bad
Everything
sign.
you need to know about this game.
You use your cell phone a lot
to
this game,
characters,
right?
to your apps, the multiplayer, and T-Bone, the guy I like, and the
T-Bone?
T-Bone is the guy with the dreads, and the girl Claire, and
Don't tell me there's a character named T-Bone.
See, I wanted to like Watch Dogs.
takes place in Chicago.
Everything you like sucks.
So what else can Microsoft do to drum up more support for the console code?
We speculate a Dix. I did it!
A dickless Xbox One!
Football!
Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Wednesday. Hi.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What am I gonna do?
Lawrence, I'm humping your chair!
Please don't do that.
Lawrence!
Please don't do that. Let's sit in that. Please don't.
Your first start for today. Fallout 4's got some development screenshots.
Question mark?
Well, anyway, images and video have appeared on fallout.wikia.com. That fashion of content.
Yep.
That, if you believe everything you see on the internet, is totally true and confirms that Fallout 4 is in development.
We did it, everybody! Hold on, I was just kidding around. I was just joking. So we've got 3 images and a video to work with, all posted by user Johnny Woo.
Did the post come with doves flying out from the camera?
Thank you for making that reference.
That was a good John Woo joke. Nice job, everybody.
I thought he was a magician or something.
Let's zoom enhance all of this shit and see what we can figure out with these photos.
Right, so the first photo contains references to locations in Boston, which syncs up with the year-old rumors that place the game in that location.
Yep. The drop-down menu also shows what platforms the game will be on: PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. No last-gen consoles. That's kind of an interesting thing if the photo is true.
Right. The second photo doesn't reveal too much aside from the modification date, which supposedly proves that these shots are current.
Right, Lawrence, there's some strange stuff with this one. Why don't you get into that?
Yeah, the creation date is May 10th, 2014. And now we don't know what that's referring to, but nothing should have been created that recently, right? If this game has been in development for years, this stuff should be reaching back to 2011 and before.
That is correct. Finally, the last photo shows the logo for Bethesda's Creation Kit Studio, which doesn't reveal much about the game, but also apparently proves that these shots are legit because it came from Bethesda.
Right, but there are once again some problems with the photo, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest one is it says Bethesda LCC. Should be LLC. If these dev tools have been used at Bethesda for years, there's no way that would slip by.
Yep.
Right, and once again, you can actually download the Creation Kit yourself for free. It's on Steam right now or the website, whatever. So anyone has access to this. It's probably just modifications to just some of the source code that we poked around with, and I lost interest after about 2 minutes.
Right, well, I mean, your Creation Kit, you can use it to make mods for Skyrim, Fallout, and any other Bethesda games. So this is something anybody can download and start using.
We spent a whole hour trying to get an erect penis one time.
The leaked video features a scroll through various scripts and game assets, which appear legitimate? Question mark?
Yep. However, though, you can see on the bottom of the screen that the entire project is stored on the C drive / Fallout 4.
Lawrence, why is that a problem?
Well, in a professional development environment, you have something called a code base, which sits on the network, and you typically check out files because if two people are modifying the same file and then try to upload them, one will overwrite the other, whatever. Yeah. It's very, very rare, to the point of never happening, that somebody has the entire code base local to their hard drive.
Except maybe it's Todd Howard's computer.
Yeah.
Todd Howard! I got all my computer!
I wish we had James. He'd say something like company-wide email. Hey, y'all! Working on Fallout 4! Come edit it!
No tell nobody, it's all my pooter!
Additionally, there's something screwy going on with the names of the assets. So I'm going to describe this. It's very, very dry. Most professional development environments have naming conventions. You can see this on some of the scripts here. For instance, 003DF Museum Sarah script. The 003DF might refer to the date the asset was made, where in the game it's used, what type of asset it is, etc. However, there are items in this list that don't follow any universal convention, and some that don't have a prefix at all.
Right, here's the biggest problem though. Even if these assets are legit, that doesn't mean Fallout 4 is coming out anytime soon.
Of course, yes.
Right, but that's the Softworks game director and executive producer Todd Howard said to Rock, Paper, Shotgun that, I quote, it's gonna be a while.
No, he didn't say it like that. He went, it's gonna be a while!
Oh. Until their next game announcement.
Right, so if they're not even close to announcing the game, they're years away from releasing it.
Right. But here, I mean, look, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Common sense dictates.
Yes, yes.
This is what they are working on.
Well, of course, yes.
Right.
We know they're working on Fallout, or we think they're working on Fallout 4, but the question is, for these development screenshots, what do we think?
I think people are so bored that they have enough time to make up fake screenshots to get us excited about a game that we won't see until hopefully E3, but I'm guessing not until next year.
Either that, I think the pictures are kind of legitimate, but I think some kid's just making a mod for Fallout at home that's like Fallout 4 Boston mod.
Well, when he gets his Adderall back, things will be great.
Just inch forward just a little bit.
You those fingers? What is that?
Just do it, just inch forward.
Hey, can you guys just
a little bit
just
forward,
a little,
a little bit forward,
touch a little,
touch the G spot.
just a
Now
little,
the G spot.
right there. Hold
Now
on,
press
let me
and
get
press and hold.
in there. Let me, and then hold it and ties it.
That's a spot! Oh, you hit the spot!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Show Thursday. Hi.
Let's do this. Here we go.
And your first news for today, Far Cry 4 got announced.
What?
Officially.
Wait, we already knew it was coming though.
I know, but we had to wait for the press release so that we could do Ubisoft's job for them.
So nobody saw this coming. Another game in a series that sells well and is incredibly popular. Lawrence, did you see this coming?
No way. Not in a million years. I thought they'd make Far Cry 2 again.
So let's go down some of the facts of the game.
Yeah.
First up, the location. It's going to be in a place called Kyrat.
What's that? I think Karat, maybe? I don't know.
No, fine. I'm a white person from America.
We punched this into Google Maps and nothing happened, so apparently it only exists in the minds of those who enjoy going on white power fantasy savior whatever. Lawrence wrote that. What? Lawrence, that's what Far Cry 3 is?
Yes. Did nobody finish it? Nobody finished it.
I finished it.
I did.
It is the white power male fantasy.
So
yes.
what?
Yes, I love this thing.
So according to Ubisoft, Kyrat, or Krat, is a breathtaking, perilous, and wild region of the Himalayas struggling under the regime of a dystopic self-appointed king.
I think you meant to say despotic.
Whatever. Once again, white guy from America. Education system here ain't so good.
So the problem is we don't have many or any gameplay details yet. The description in the release makes it sound similar to Far Cry 3.
Once again, I quote, using a vast array of weapons, vehicles, and animals, players will write their own story across an exotic open-world landscape.
So it sounds like you'll be stabbing pigs in the face again and shooting vaguely ethnic people.
Yeah! Big boy!
I mean, honestly, we're all gonna play it. Let's just be honest here.
The remaining details are slight. The game will release on November 18th for the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the PC.
Good. And there's also the mandatory pre-order DLC. You can buy the game before it even releases and play as Herc. There's a who's Herc? What?
I played Far Cry 3 and I don't remember Herc.
Lawrence, what? Who is that?
He was a side character in 3 story missions. That's it.
Wait, no, hold on. Herc has a harpoon gun, everybody.
Nice.
That's
What?
Come on, guys.
I said nice. What?
In terms of actual gameplay, though, we'll be getting that on June 9th, which will be going on E3 during the House press conference. Of course. Look forward to the harpoon gun then.
Oh, I can't wait. There will probably be a part. So, this is more Lawrence commentary. Lawrence, read this.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a part where the main character runs through a hallway that's on fire, jumps through a window, and lands in a giant pool of water. And then it'll cut to the title graphic and everyone will clap.
Let's start speculating. We've been speculating the entire time. Let's speculate even more. So the assumption would be that you play some reluctant hero that usurps the warmonger reigning over Karat.
But what if you played as the despot? Oh, Ubisoft, you're going crazy.
Hold on.
Okay.
What if you played as the wild boar roaming the mountains?
Oh my God.
What if you play as a Yeti?
Shut up.
Or perhaps you play as a Sherpa. Your job is to provide skins to hero characters so that they can carry more bullets and arrows.
So, wait, hold on. Do boar live in the mountains?
I don't care.
I'm gonna blow your mind. What if you played as Voss? Back from the dead, spoiler alert.
What if you just play as his dead body?
What if you play
Weekend bosses.
All right, so if that news story wasn't jokey enough, here's some more jokes. In honor of Adam's Far Cry 3 quote, it's like Skyrim with guns, which you actually said that is a real thing. It came straight from you.
I know.
So we're gonna give you the next big quote for Far Cry 4. Let's do it.
First up, it's like Far Cry with that one level from Uncharted.
It's like Skyrim with mods.
It's like Far Cry with Grimace.
It's like Far Cry 3 with snow.
It's like God of War without Kratos.
It's like Tomb Raider with a man.
It's like Far Cry 4 with pre-order bonuses.
It's like a cat that beats up a dog, but the name of Far Cry 4 instead of that previous name.
It's like X-Men Days of Future Past without time travel, unconfirmed.
It's like that year at summer camp with your hot cousin.
It's like Far Cry 3 with a bigger number.
It's like Elder Scrolls Online with gameplay.
It's like James with nipples.
And it's like a dead horse with guns. We did it, everybody.
Beat it out.
Journalism. All right.
Games journalism. All right, on to your trailers. We got 2. Wolfenstein, the New Order launch trailer. There's a new trailer every other day for this game. When does the game come out, Lawrence?
Tuesday? Next Tuesday, I think?
Tuesday. I don't want to watch any more of the gameplay. I'd rather just play it.
Moving next, we got Bombshell, the reveal trailer. You don't care. Let's go.
Phil said it's bad.
It's not well.
Thanks for putting the script, buddy.
Go ahead, Phil.
I said it's a bad trailer, but beer is up less than a point.
What the hell does that mean? What does that mean?
When they're watching the press release for the president and the little ticker, it says beer is up 0.17 points.
They're like, hey, does anyone know?
I won't do the fingers.
Yeah. We have no idea.
You need 3 cars together, and you braid the jacks.
Yeah.
The cables.
It's positive to engine, negative to tire.
No.
And then
it's negative to your fingers. You
Oh yeah, finger, and then you turn both engines, and then you do the high beam bottom up.
Oh,
Yeah, so that way you know that you need the power.
And then you put your dick in the gas tank.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to this Over Friday. Hi. Yes! Your first start for today, Halo 5 Guardians has been officially announced.
wow! That's cool. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so Microsoft announced that the next game in the Halo franchise is going to be called Halo 5 Guardians, and it will release in the fall of 2015.
Shut up! That's stupid.
What?
This is dumb. I thought they said the end of 2014.
They never said that.
At some point somebody said that, right, Lawrence?
No, they never said that.
Shut up!
So the game is not coming out this year like we had hoped, but of course, that wasn't going to happen, but we are being promised some really cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, the game is a little ways away, but this game will be at 60 frames per second,
Good.
like a lot of people wanted.
Good.
And there's a lot of talk about dedicated servers being explicitly mentioned.
Right, this may mean that Halo 5 will be the most competitive-focused game in the series, so maybe some esports centered around Halo. The only other fact of note is the promise of something in 2014. So 343 Industries General Manager Bonnie Ross was quoted as saying, "I spoke about a journey rather than a destination, and that journey definitely begins in 2014 with a giant leap rather than one small step."
Right, so what could that mean?
Let's speculate.
Anyway, Halo games typically come with some kind of ARG pre-launch, if you remember I Love Bees and all that fun stuff. So possibly 343 is planning some year-long campaign to pull people into the Halo universe before that TV series and Halo 5 come out in 2015.
Lawrence, what else could it be?
Well, it could just be indicating the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, which kind of seems inevitable at this point, since Halo 1 had its Anniversary Edition. Maybe they're just talking about that. Maybe we'll get Halo 2 Anniversary at the end of 2014.
I was also even thinking that there might be some DLC for Halo 4, just some random DLC they throw out there, because who knows?
Yeah, well, I think the re-releasing an old game is a lot easier than obviously putting out a new one. So it's a nice little band-aid. They're like, here, it's gonna come. So Halo 2 Anniversary would be perfect.
Cool.
Well, that's pretty much it for any form of facts. So we're gonna do our favorite thing and speculate.
Woo!
So first off, let's talk about the title, Guardians.
Yes.
If you don't know, this is a reference to the unexplained death messages that pop up in Halo when you're killed by the environment.
It's so weird. I don't even remember this at all.
Really?
Not at all. No, it's appeared in every Halo game so far. Player was killed by the Guardians, and I guess that means like you fall off the map or something like that. Is that what
Exactly, yeah, or something in the environment falls on you or whatever. So, but until now, it was assumed that the message was just a goofy placeholder put in there by Bungie to complete the death message. The Guardians even show up as a statistic on Bungie.net, which may legitimize the Guardians as something more than a placeholder. Also, the name of the Guardians are the protagonists essentially in Destiny. The next game from Bungie.
Wow, the next game from Bungie.
And there's a new movie coming out called Guardians of the
It
Galaxy.
has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about.
Thor is an Asgardian.
I use Right Guard to protect my armpits from nasty smelling sweat.
Does it work?
No.
Next, there's this image. So it's in a big old desert, just like we saw from the Halo 5 reveal last year at E3. There's also the characters depicted. So one's obviously Master Chief on the bottom, right? But who's the other guy?
Bluester Chief?
I bet Lawrence wrote that, right?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Shame in Lawrence's voice for having written that joke. It's touching it up.
There's been speculation going around the internet that it's possibly Cortana or Sarah Palmer,
What?
one of these characters.
Cortana?
But 343 has already come out
Master
and said
Cortana?
that the character depicted is not a female, it's
Cortana
actually a male
Chief?
character and is neither of the two aforementioned. But having two characters on the box pretty much indicates that there will be two playable characters in the game, possibly like Chief and Arbiter from Halo 2.
Which I actually really enjoyed. I like that kind of story twist where they kept cycling you back and forth.
I did too.
All right, even more speculation, and this is super nerdy, so go right ahead, Adam.
Okay, well, story-wise, I'm still going with my previous theory. Chief is a broken person, mentally, and without Cortana, he's even more disconnected from humanity. So the story of the librarian and the didact kind of acts as a parallel between Chief and Cortana.
Sure.
And if that's any indication, there's a good chance that Chief is going to become the antagonist, or at least viewed as such, by the UNSC or ONI.
You guys getting all this?
Got it. Speculation.
There's more.
It's
Hold on.
based on books, Joel.
There's more. No, he knows everything about the Halo universe.
So the new character on the box is clearly from the Office of Naval Intelligence, as seen by the little sticker right there.
Clearly.
His chest. There's a little icon right there.
Clearly.
Can't miss it. I'm pretty sure the two will be at odds at some point in the game. Whether it will be a co-op experience or one is going after the other, we don't know yet.
Joel.
No. Nuh-uh. Not gonna clap for this.
Adam.
No!
Adam.
Stop it! No clapping! No clapping for this!
I'm allowed to like things.
Yeah, I don't know as much about the Halo universe, but I'm just more of a narrative constructive sort of view. What I would like to see is kind of along the same lines. I'd like to see Master Chief starting to go insane, like psychopathic, but you're playing as him as that happens. And then as Master Chief, you do some fucked up shit. So then humanity is like, okay, Master Chief is really breaking and he's starting to kill people. We need to send this guy after him to put him down. And I think that would be a pretty cool arc for Chief because he's trying to fight Cortana to get himself sane again, but in the process of doing so, he's starting to go insane. So
Twist of the year, he ends up fighting. That's actually Cortana Chief, the other character. He's fighting Cortana to fight Cortana.
They already said that it's not Cortana. Someone said, hey, is that Cortana? And someone from 343 said, no, it's not Cortana. It's a male character.
They're not going to. It's Cortana Chief.
It's nothing to do with Cortana.
All right, moving on to my speculation about Halo. Master Chief will have 4 new guns and 3 new vehicles.
Yeah!
That's right.
Yeah!
And he'll be able to dual wield.
Wait, dual vehicles?
Yeah, dual wield vehicles. Yeah.
You can hold 2 warthogs at one time.
There'll be a new pistol, and Cortana will come back from the dead. There'll be a shitty level where we fight the Flood.
My speculation is that League of Legends will release
4 new champs before the end of the year. Mark my words.
Why can't you just let me have this? This is the one game that I give the most shits about. And you want to talk about League of Legends?
Always.
Well, you can have it.
The Green Ranger's coming back.
So there you go, bunch of Halo stuff coming out. It's going to be a pretty good year for Halo. Next year is going to be insane.
Even better.
And we're promised some gameplay soon.
What?
Most likely going to be at E3.
Oh, okay. Oh, for Halo 5.
Everything.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
There's going to be gameplay of them dual-wielding warthogs. Just throwing them at people.
How many trailers you got? One, I can't even sit. Just read it. NASCAR 2014 release trailer?
It's like your body doesn't want to do it.
No. Yeah. What?
They drive cars and they turn left.
For how long?
Also, it's the middle of 2014. Why didn't we release this game at the beginning of 2014?
We didn't have the technology then.
Oh, we didn't have the technology. This is the next gen. Is this what this is? They're cars!
Have you guys ever been to a NASCAR event?
An NASCAR? Yeah, I've got an NASCAR.
I bet you do.
And your final trailer is not a trailer at all. It's actually a documentary called Part of the Game. It features a lot of people working on Borderlands or within the engine and making what we like to call a thing called machinima.
What? Machinima.
So here's the idea. It's one part machine, one part enema.
No, cinema. You got it wrong. It's cinema. Machine.
You put it together.
Nope, machine cinema.
And you get college credit.
Machine enema.
League of Legends, huh?
We need to click the button.
Real quick. Yes.
And then we leave. And then we
We're
leave.
done. Let's go.
It'll be like that, but not with as much enthusiasm.
Oh, I'm in a bad zone to be in right now.
Call this the danger zone. Also, this whole office. Everyone, welcome to the show for Monday. Hi. Let's move over to some rumor news. Apparently, the Halo Master Chief Collection is gonna be a thing.
Yeah. We may not be getting Halo 5 this year, but that's fine since we're getting almost every other Halo ever made.
What?
Yep.
My face is red with excitement.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, because I got sunburnt.
And Gadget reports that 343 Industries will release a Halo Mega Pack this year containing Halos 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Holy crap! That's
awesome.
So, this rumor states that the package won't include offshoots like ODST and Reach, since this package would be essentially the Master Chief Collection and only be stories that follow him.
That makes a lot of sense. I actually just downloaded the DLC for Bass Fishing 2014. That's called the Master Bait Collection. Did you know that?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see you later.
That's the extent of the rumor right now, really, and of course, Microsoft has responded with the "we don't comment on rumors and speculation." Obviously, they're waiting to blow our minds at E3,
of course.
but that doesn't prevent us from some speculation.
Yes! Boom! All right, let's do this. So when 343 announced Halo 5 last week, they said that journey definitely begins in 2014 with a giant leap rather than one small step.
And this sounds like it would definitely be that. A Master Chief Mega Pack is one hell of a giant leap.
Yep.
So my question though is, why would 343 blow their wad so hard and so fast with the remake?
Pull it real hard.
I'm
real fast.
And then cry. Don't forget to cry.
Oh, then to cry.
I think men need love too.
No, they don't.
We as fans though are 100% fine with a Mega Pack, but business-wise, wouldn't it make more sense to drip out remakes rather than blast us with the hose?
It would, but here's the thing. Maybe Halo 1 Anniversary didn't sell as well as 343 and Microsoft had hoped, and doing a Mega Pack could definitely warrant that $60 price tag of a full game.
Of course, and especially if it had multiplayer from each game and it was remastered. Yes, totally worth all the money.
Yes.
But presuming this Mega Master Blast Chief Pack is
there we go.
real,
That's-
what could it mean?
Lawrence, what could it be?
Well, online multiplayer for every Halo game for one.
What? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Combat Evolved Anniversary added multiplayer for Halo 1, but it was in the Halo Reach engine, and something was just a little off about it.
Yep.
And then Halo 2 was in the early days of Xbox Live, so it was a little primitive. If they could wrap all that together in a nice set of menus, get some really good support going, some good stat tracking, that could be very, very cool.
There's also some maybe mix and match Halo. So imagine you can mix and match the weapons, maps, even physics systems in multiplayer for all the different Halos. You are flipping out over here.
That would be freaking amazing.
You love it. You love it.
I love that. You're all Halo 2 style Master Chiefs on Blood Gulch with some Spartan lasers.
Cool.
They don't mix and match at all. Why would they? You get a Mantis and it's inside of Halo 1. Why? It doesn't make any sense because it's awesome.
And then there's also the Master Blaster Chief Pack DLC for Adam Kovic, where you get a tons of Halo trivia, lore, Easter eggs, concept art. Why not throw in every last tidbit of Halo media you could find all into this one big mega pack?
Let's do interactive comic books. Why not? And this actually could be a really cool way to get people who are not interested in Halo,
Like Joel.
Yep. into the Halo franchise.
Nope.
You can do some detailed timeline of the
Come
Halo
on.
story, get people up to date who maybe don't want to read all the books, Joel.
I'm gonna do that because I don't remember what happened in Halo. I played through all the Halos. I don't remember at all.
Lawrence, you weren't interested until you found out about like the Halo 4 like story stuff, right?
Yeah, there's so much interesting like back information to the Halo universe. All that stuff about Spartans being like indoctrinated and experimented on. You don't get any of that playing Halo 1 through 3. There's just so much texture to the universe that is implied, but I always assumed just wasn't there. Turns out it is there. They just decided not to show you any of it. So it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, coming in at Halo 4 and being like, oh, there's actually a lot of cool shit here, and this is what people liked all along and just never been able to find it.
Come on, Joel.
See, Joel? Stop yawning.
Jeez. It's rude. So there might even be a feature to switch back and forth from an HD version to the original engine. That'd be kind of fun too.
It's actually in Halo 1 Anniversary they did that, and it was kind of cool to be in a on a silent cartographer, and all of a sudden you're like, I wonder what this used to look like. And holy God! Jesus!
Yeah, it did not look good.
I played that.
Turns out. So either way, obviously these are all rumors. We don't know if this is any of this is confirmed, but it does sound like something that Microsoft might actually drop here before 2014's over.
It's a lot more than we were asking originally
Yeah.
for just Halo 2 to be remade. So this would be amazing if true. We're very excited for E3 and see what they're going to show at the press conference.
Yeah, it'll get me excited for Halo again.
We can teabag in HD.
Well, I mean, I do that all the time in real life.
Lawrence, you want to hump each other's face?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
On to your trailers, we got one. The Middle East.
What's this one about, Phil?
Weapons, runes that your character uses in the game.
How come he puts his sword through the orcs, but it doesn't leave holes? I feel like there should be more holes.
What is he gonna have sex with?
Spray is for stuff like your ears, maybe, or the top of your head.
Or your bald
Also-
spots.
and for touching up.
Yeah, spray is for more of like a kind of like a
Reapply.
We gotta lay a
Reapply.
base. You gotta lay a base down.
Gotta lay a base.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Can't win them all, right?
I always take a little bit. I always take a little bit,
Thanks,
and I
Dad.
put a little bit on my scrotum. Just
Yeah,
to
you
be
get
safe.
just to.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know that it's ever gonna get out
I
there.
sprayed
but-
on my screen. It tickles.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show Tuesday. Hi.
There we go. All right, there's no news today.
And because there's no actual news, we're counting down the best games of this month since we're almost done.
There's a lot of good games.
There's a lot of good stuff, so let's get right into it with number 5.
Yep.
Super Time Force. This game came out last week. Currently has an 81 on Metacritic.
Okay. What the hell is this, Lawrence?
Oh, it's the next game from Capybara Games. They
What?
made Might Magic.
You sound like bullshit.
Oh, great.
Here's the chord you
Do you
gave.
think it has anything to do with dipping those speakers in the toilets?
So these are the guys behind Might Magic, Clash of Heroes, and Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery, that really indie game where you had to flip your tablet around. They're good with pixels. They're good at making them dance, making them look cool. Old, retro, new stuff, yeah.
And it's kind of like Broforce. We really like Broforce.
Yeah, you run around levels, you kill guys, and if you die, you have the chance to go back in time and save yourself.
Cool.
Anyway, that game's out on the 360 and Xbox One, and we're hotly anticipating a PC release sometime in the future.
Yeah, hurry it up, jeez.
Yeah, moving over to more indie stuff. Number 4, Transistor.
This is your favorite, right?
Currently, yes, there is actually no score right now on Metacritic, but most of the sites right now today are giving it around an 8 or a 9. This is from the creators of Bastion, one of the best games of 2011, at least in my opinion, and this is one of the games that I've been looking forward to personally for a little while now. So besides the drop-dead gorgeous art style, the gameplay has a very interesting mechanic that combines turn-based and live combat. So overall, Bastion is a very tough act to follow, but from what we've seen so far, this is the easy choice when I go home tonight and download games.
And you think this is going to be a sequel or a prequel to Bash?
We don't know yet.
You
I don't-
think that?
I don't know.
You think you have your own little theories on this game?
Yeah, we gotta sit around all day and play shit games like Uber Soldier before I can go home and play the good stuff.
Number 3, we got Wolfenstein: The New Order. Lawrence is reviewing
This game
this.
is amazing.
Dan, Lawrence loves it.
Yeah.
Why do you love it other than stabbing a bunch of Nazis in the neck?
That's the reason I hate Nazis.
Well, everybody hates Nazis, Lawrence.
Yeah, what did Nazis do to you?
It's not a very original.
Everyone will love the game.
What?
Joel, I secretly empathize with the Jews.
Why does that have to be a secret?
So tell us a little bit about Wolfenstein for those who don't know.
Yes, the Wolfenstein series has been around since 1981. That's crazy. It's not very often a game series as old as this is still kicking around and actually pretty relevant. It's from a lot of the ex-Starbreeze guys. So if you played The Darkness or Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay, you'd have some idea of what to expect from this game.
Right. Overall, though, you just shoot some guys, sit on the couch with your girlfriend, if you have one of those. We'll have a review of actually tomorrow, so watch out for that one.
Yeah. Lawrence, what do you think you're going to give it right now? Don't tell anybody!
Okay, it's between 2 and 200.
All right, moving on to number 2, Watch Dogs.
Right. Obviously, no Metacritic score yet. This game comes out next week.
Yep.
We've been talking about this game since we saw it E3 2012.
Man.
So it is about damn time.
Right. So apart from the mixed gameplay previews we've seen recently, we are still excited to see if this game can push the consoles to their absolute limit. Because I do want to see, because the graphics was the big thing in E3 2012. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So PS4 and Xbox One, they have to deliver on this game.
Right. And Rob, you are currently playing the game right now. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I would say it's like Assassin's Creed with technology.
You asshole.
Personally, I'm really looking forward to exploring this world because I want to find out how many different things I can actually interact with remotely. A lot of hacking.
So much hacking.
There's gonna be a lot of hacking.
You can do the hacking. Hack the planet! And moving over to our number 1 pick of the month of May, the number 1 game we want to play this month, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, that's true. We really do. We actually want to play this game.
Yeah.
Lawrence says it's called, what is it? Say the Japanese name, Lawrence.
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8.
No, don't say it again.
No, hold on. That's right? Mario Kart 8.
It would actually be Mario.
Oh my god.
So this game, they are combining F-Zero and Mario Kart.
Cool.
Apparently,
That's awesome.
tracks, twists, and stuff, hence the Mobius Strip 8 in the title. So apparently the online play didn't work very well in the last couple of Marios, and we're hoping that's actually gonna work with this one. Fingers crossed, Nintendo's networks usually suck. But regardless, you wanna sit around and play with your friends and get drunk and play this one. And look, we're a room full of adults.
No, we're not.
And this is the one we're looking forward to the most. We wanna have just pure, unadulterated fun. So there you go, our top 5 games of this month.
Yeah.
We're very much looking forward to the rest of the games coming out. We're super excited. What did we miss? Please let us know. And if you want to see all these games again, you should watch the Game Release of the Week brought to you by Bro.
Team!
So Japan needs to fucking cool their shit. Week 80 of them sending this shit across the border. Look, I know it's hard to make tits interesting. We all gave up 10 years ago. You really want to be ahead of the curves, you'll start showing some dick cleavage. I can't see what this is. Trans sister. It's a dude trying to get the surgery to be a sister. Alert various other gaming news outlets. We have social progress on our hands. Okay, asshole, this is a combination of all the things we just saw. Japan, cartoons, can't tell what the fuck's going on. Also, they try to make sexy stuff look attractive. So yeah, nothing's ever good. Check out this fucking amazing shit. Dragons is also little girls. Now check out this, nothing. They can just fucking make games with nothing in them. You're so stupid you'll buy them. You keep doing it. This one's different because in this game you can do a lot of things that aren't similar to other games. It's got a system of dynamic innovation that differs greatly than other games in this genre. Oh, sick shit! This game lets you kill and shoot people and fire weapons. Playing this game will get you an internet girlfriend. And your real life dad will finally know who you are and kiss you on the eye.
Under one trailer you just added to the script. Phil, what is it?
Oh, it's Sniper Elite 3.
Hunt for the Grey Wolf.
No one's ever said the title like that ever, and we'll never say it like that again either.
Who's the Grey Wolf?
It's a mystery. It could be Hitler, though.
Didn't you kill Hitler in the other Sniper
You
Elite?
could never kill Hitler.
In Phil's mind, he's like, Hitler's more of an idea. He's like V for Vendetta. And like,
No, he's a real man.
Actually, my grandfather used to look like Hitler.
So one time, we had a house party, and we hooked up Mario Kart Double Dash to a hub. We had 2 GameCubes, one in the house, one in the garage, and the police came and shut down the Mario Kart Double Dash LAN party.
he's like, the cop shut us down for Double Dash. Like, also there's a lot of
There's a
weird
lot of
shit.
sex and Molly.
Everyone, welcome to the show for Wednesday.
Hey,
Hi!
it's Wednesday! All right, this one is for that special lady out there.
I think you broke her back. Your first start for today, Batman's got some really cool gameplay.
Oh, sort of. There's very little gameplay, but this trailer's really fucking awesome.
Right, so there's a brand new Arkham Knight trailer coming out today, and it's called a gameplay trailer.
Sure.
But we're actually gonna go through and find all the gameplay for you because there's not really a lot in there, or what most people would consider gameplay by today's standards. A few nearsighted dogs
Yeah,
might
maybe some dogs
say
might find
otherwise.
some gameplay in there.
Your grandmother.
But first, we're going to talk about Scarecrow. Scarecrow's back, already confirmed to be the main villain. We only get a slight glimpse of his new outfit, but obviously the fear toxin will play a big role somewhere in the story and ideally the gameplay as well.
Of course, yeah, you see all the quarantine signs.
Yeah.
He's doing the VO the whole time, so yes. So, because you know the voice at the beginning and the end is Scarecrow.
Right.
Even though when they show the Arkham Knight at the end, they make you think that that's Arkham Knight talking.
It's not.
But from what we're saying, that's the same voice actor through and through.
Let's actually listen to it.
Gotham, this is your only warning. No more Batman.
Creepy.
I told you.
Yeah.
Good reaction, huh?
All right, so keep in mind, this is called a gameplay trailer.
Yep.
So let's do it and pick out all the actual gameplay. go.
All right, so at 43 seconds, there's a fight area. It's very short.
Then there's some Batmobile driving through. You can tell because the AI kind of derps out right
It
there.
moves a little bit, and this might be some gameplay. The Batmobile's driving through stuff.
Okay, here's Batman killing a dude. Well, he's hurt.
Batman doesn't kill dude.
All right, he disables them.
He hurts him. And then this is, I think, the largest chunk of gameplay. Batman's driving a Batmobile. He jumps out, and then he knees a dude.
I enjoy all of it. Here's the Batmobile driving through a sewer.
Okay, that's cool. And then there's Batmobile firing a rocket. I think that was all gameplay, right?
That's a total, what, 10 seconds?
Guys?
It took you longer to explain what we were seeing than to watch the actual gameplay.
That's why we have to slow it down.
Ah, slow motion.
This is what it looks like when it's all cut together.
We don't stand a chance.
There it is. Not a lot, but graphically, I mean, the game is looking amazing.
It looks so good.
I mean, the whole 4 seconds of gameplay footage we got looks great.
Yes, it does.
The cutscenes obviously look amazing.
At the end, the all-new villain, the Arkham Knight, kills Batman in the face, so no need to play the game. We already know the end.
Yeah, that was a good.
That's the end of the game.
saved
right
a
there.
lot
Batman, I think that's actually the end of Batman. They discontinued all the comic books as well.
Our very own James Willems actually has a theory on the Arkham Knight character himself. James, go ahead and tell us a little bit about that.
So the theory is that at some point early on, Batman's going to get exposed to the fear toxin without necessarily realizing it, and for the rest of the game, the Arkham Knight that plagues him is going to be in his imagination, but the player won't realize that until towards the end of the game.
That is such a cop-out. There's no way. That's a cop-out.
Fight Club!
There's no way they're going to do that. They can't do that to me.
It makes sense.
So Batman on that fight scene is just going, there's no one there.
He just hunched over punching himself in the groin.
I'm going to get you, Arkham Knight.
Stop hitting me!
He's in the shower in like Florida. So there you go, the Batman Arkham Knight trailer.
Awesome.
We like everything that we saw, very little. Obviously, we want some more. Clearly, more is going to be shown at this year's E3. We're looking forward to it.
Comes out in October. I can't wait. Yeah. Moving on to the next news story. The Xbox One update is going to add cool features, is what Lawrence wrote. Lawrence, what other features is it going to add?
Well, that's going to remove the pay requirement for entertainment apps like Netflix and Machinima, so that's cool.
Good. All right.
But it's going to add external storage, which is actually a little cooler than it sounds. If you install a game on a portable hard drive, you can just take it to another Xbox One, plug it in, and as long as you sign into your account, you can play it right there. You don't have to wait for the long install and a 7 gigabyte patch to download.
Thank God. That's going to save me tons of time. I know we were just talking about doing a Rock Band party, so we can just plug in our hard drive and do that whole deal. Plug it right in.
Can it really happen, Bruce?
No, because Rock Band's on Xbox 360.
Other initiatives include the ability to name people on your friends list their actual names, similar to the PlayStation 4 does.
We do it.
Yeah, so for example, when I look up Ass Destroyer 45 online, I can just name that Lawrence, other than his gamer tag.
Well, who's Destroyer 56?
That's my mom.
And there's another feature, more television, because why not? This actually does sound really cool. I'm very excited for this. So through Smart Glass, you'll be able to view listings, change channels, and control your DVR.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually one of those living room people. I do use the Xbox One for my living room experience. I don't use the DVR functionality stuff, so this is actually cool for white people like you and me.
And then Rob Smith, there's a bunch of games with gold changes coming up. What's coming up?
Well, firstly, it's coming to Xbox One with Max Curse of the Brotherhood and Halo Spartan Assault because there isn't a huge back catalogue of other good games on Xbox One to offer.
One of the last additions is going to be the automatic sign-in. Yes. If any other Xbox One owners out there, you have to wait for the Kinect to finally to track your face. And if and when that doesn't work, you got to hit the thing on the top left, find your account, says, I wasn't recognized because you're not pretty.
I fell asleep.
Oh, God, it's a pain in the ass.
So it's going to happen. Automatic sign.
Sure, of course.
And I have one more question. Hey, Xbox Pros, where's my HBO Go on the Xbox One?
That's a bloody good question.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do. Yeah. The last time we heard any kind of update about HBO Go on Xbox One was never ago. So let's do a favor for all of us.
Yeah.
Let's all tweet the HBO Go Twitter account with the following hashtag, and let's get Bruce some HBO Go. Let's do it.
I need HBO Go, right, guys?
Yeah,
Bruce. I'm underprivileged. Normally, I'd have to watch HBO Go on my 360. I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. I want to watch it on my Xbox One. So I feel like we should. This is a charity cause, right, guys?
Yeah.
Kickstart it.
Like this. Yeah, do this
Hold on,
thing.
who's this?
Tickled, didn't it?
Oh, wow, fake boobs.
Uh-oh.
my
Totally.
I gotta away from the camera.
They can see us. They can see us with the lights
She's
on.
looking right at herself, by the way.
Oh, Sean says that she can see us with the
Yeah,
lights
when the
on.
lights are on, you
They
can
can't
you can
see us. No, I saw her. She was tracking herself against the mirror.
I like the idea, though, of all of this looks like a porno shoot. Then there's Joel.
All right, you two.
And then Bruce is like this.
Start blowing each other.
Everyone, welcome to the show for Thursday.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. It's a very serious show today.
It's very serious. Your first news for today, guess what? ZeniMax getting all Sue happy, and this time it's with Oculus.
Uh-oh, gas up those robot lawyers, because we got ourselves a lawsuit! Let's do it.
Wait, this isn't something we should cheer about. This is bad. So ZeniMax Media and id Software, the people who own / make Fallout, Skyrim, Doom, and many other franchises, have filed suit against Oculus, and the reasons why are a little complex.
All right, so here we go. Essentially, ZeniMax claims that they provided Oculus with support in the form of intellectual property and personnel. So that would mean mostly in the form of John Carmack, who started officially working at Oculus in November of last year, but he's actually been working with Oculus since the Kickstarter.
Right, to simplify things, they said, here, borrow our robot man, and he will make your thing better.
John Carmack just coding for
Well,
hours.
he just does this, and you just point him to a computer, and he makes it work. ZeniMax had tried to negotiate an equity stake in Oculus while this was ongoing, all of which was rejected by Oculus.
Lawrence, how often did they reject this, or did it only happen once?
It's hard to say. All this stuff is kind of after the fact, and a lot of it happened behind closed doors where we don't know what went on.
Right, so since then, obviously, Facebook acquired Oculus Rift for $2 billion, and ZeniMax now feels that they are entitled to some of that money.
And who knows right now? We're trying to stand more in the middle on this situation and try to get all the facts. But right now, all we have is info from ZeniMax. So according to ZeniMax, Oculus wouldn't have had a successful Kickstarter campaign or following acquisition without their support and involvement.
All right, there. So naturally, the man at the center of it all, Oculus VR Chief Technology Officer John Carmack, claims that none of the VR tech he developed while at id Software is being used at Oculus Rift, which means he developed VR stuff at id. That, ooh boy, oh man.
He's just doing this.
Yeah, he's just typing and
just
typing.
Point him in the right direction
keep
and
it
he'll
going.
just do it. So let's TLDR this shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
ZeniMax let Oculus borrow their people and IP, Doom 3 in this case, to pitch the Oculus Rift in the early days. Now that Oculus has tons of money, ZeniMax feels as though they invested in the company and now deserve some of the resulting investment money.
Now keep in mind, ZeniMax didn't invest any cash, no money into Oculus Rift at all. Only people and a little bit of intellectual property as well.
Of course. So the big question right now is, what does this mean for Oculus?
I don't know.
Well, when someone or something gets $2 billion, there's bound to be some fallout, no pun intended.
Right, ZeniMax is actually a very large company, so this could end up being a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Right, is this actually gonna halt any kind of development though, Lawrence?
I really don't think so. Facebook is a huge company. And when they acquire a smaller company, they have to know that this kind of thing is bound to happen. So Facebook is probably going to unleash their, slew of robot lawyers and let Oculus keep doing what it's doing.
Money fight.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of money fights. On the bright side, we might get a sweet movie directed by David Fincher about a stupid VR helmet that makes you look dumb.
It'd be shot well. I mean,
It would be shot
yeah, it has
really
like
nice.
cool filters.
They acted very well. All right, so we already know what that means for Oculus Rift. Probably not much, but what does this mean for ZeniMax?
Well, don't expect Oculus support for Fallout 4 or Doom or the new Elder Scrolls. With that said, money motherfucking talks.
Yep,
Great movie.
If Oculus blows up, ZeniMax will have to follow the customers, meaning, yeah, at some point Fallout will have Oculus Rift support, but for right now, there's no way.
Right, we don't think this will establish much of a precedent. It will just be an exchange of a large sum of money between two companies, and they will go their separate ways eventually.
Yep, as what usually happens in a capitalist society, the larger company wins. That's just kind of what happens.
All right, the ultimate question though, what does this mean for us, the people who actually play the video games? We just get to watch two big people throw money at each other.
I really don't think it means much. I think we're going to still get Oculus Rift on the same timetable. I think we're going to still get all the same cool games. I mean, of course, Fallout will be a little delayed, but otherwise, it's going to be great.
Moving to trailers, first up with the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. Make them your own.
Phil?
Yo!
Make who your own?
The enemy.
It's like we just woke him up.
Well, I'm surprised they released 2 trailers this week for this game.
Took it by surprise. He wasn't ready.
You know how a dog looks when you just wake it up in the middle of a nap? That's kind of how Phil is all the time.
All the time.
I fell on my
waking up by
knee
his own
yesterday,
farts.
my kneecap real hard, and it really hurts. So I'm a little out of it.
buddy.
Oh, how's that related to work?
Moving on to your next trailer.
Thanks, Phil.
Wasn't that a joke,
Metro
Andy?
Redux, the announcement trailer. What's happening in this one?
They're just redoing the first 2 Metro games, 2033 and Last
But you buy it
Light.
as one package?
Or separately, digital for PS4 and Xbox One and PC. Comes out this summer.
What excites you?
Yeah, what is this cool?
Actually, if I get PS4
Xbox One, I might get this because I missed these games.
Can I
didn't
pay
play
the
them.
same amount of money I would to get this Redux and just live in a fucking subway train?
Sure, why not?
The Movie Your Friends trailer got the Watch Dogs. Finally, after 3,500 trailers, we came to it, guys. The launch trailer.
We did it!
We did it.
It's been 10 years!
There's only an Accolades trailer next.
$500 million!
A couple more DLC trailers, but this is like the 10th to the last one. We're almost
The
there.
game comes out next Tuesday, so there's probably going to be another trailer, right?
At least 6.
The launch gameplay City of Chicago trailer.
Do you think there'll be a T-Bone trailer?
I hope so.
Oh man, I love T-One, huh,
Me
guys?
too. I love T-Bone.
He's getting his own spin-off game.
Really?
No.
Watch Bones.
Watch Bones.
Watch Bones.
You could have his DLC.
Get it? Dogs, bones, dog and bones.
Oh, T-Bone, clever?
Nope.
Go get your leg fixed.
Who didn't know what a back pussy?
Coming through.
What's a back pussy? You guys know what a back pussy is?
No.
Here comes Tommy Boy.
It's that.
Good luck.
That's what a back pussy is.
Oh yeah.
Let me get in there.
Oh, you want to get in there?
Does anyone have a comb?
I do.
You can comb it if you want. Also, this doesn't stop there.
No, it goes down.
It does not
It
stop
gets thicker.
there. It's all there. It goes all
That's the
way
edge
down.
of the forest.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show Friday. Hi.
All right, here we go. Yes!
Your first news over today. Guess what? Half-Life 3 and Left 4 Dead 3 are, you guessed it, in development.
We already knew that.
Yes.
But the fun part is,
Yeah.
they might be coming soon.
What?
Well, let's get into the,
All right,
the meat
all right.
of the story.
All right, here we go. So in an interview with Gorgon TV?
Sounds legit.
Counter-Strike creator Min Guzman Lee, who left Valve to create Tactical Intervention. Yes, he dropped some very interesting comments regarding Half-Life 3 and Left 4 Dead 3.
As far as Half-Life 3 goes, Lee basically confirms that Half-Life 3 is, yes, in development.
Yep.
He says, I quote, "It wouldn't surprise anyone if I said they're doing it. They're working on it, yeah," Lee said. So to go on a limb, I'd say, yes, I did see some concept art for Half-Life 3.
Oh my gosh, like people are flipping out and he has no idea.
Granted, we already knew this. Something codenamed Half-Life is being produced on the 9th floor at Valve. Anyway.
Right. So when asked, Gabe Newell usually repeats that the game is in development, but they aren't saying anything to avoid driving people insane with anticipation.
Anyway, Lee's comments regarding Left 4 Dead 3 are much more interesting.
Yes, that's true. I quote, "The one thing I'm really excited about is Left 4 Dead. You know, the new Left 4 Dead," Lee said. I saw it. It looks great. I was really excited when I saw that. I was like, wow, this looks great.
You've repeated the same sentence 3 times.
I don't think he understands that the games that he saw, the concept art, nobody else has seen. Does he understand that?
He's been working on Tactical Intervention, so his brain's all fucked up.
Yeah, for like 8 years in Korea.
Oh, man. Okada! This connects up with the leak from 9 months ago,
Yes.
where esports journalist Reaver Zai
Sure.
took a picture of a Valve development log mentioning Left 4 Dead 3.
Right. It's safe to say Left 4 Dead 3 is in development, but the question is, where is it? How far along is it?
Lawrence?
God only knows. God Newell.
Tell us what God Newell said.
God Newell didn't say anything. So here's the thing. Valve is insane. You would think if a game is in development for 9 months, it would have at least been announced by now.
Sure.
Valve is basically like your crazy rich uncle. They don't need to do anything. They just sit around all day trying to come up with plans for perpetual motion machines. They don't operate like traditional game companies. They make enough money off Dota 2, Steam sales, Team Fortress 2. They don't have to release product to get revenue. So they can just kind of sit on it and release it when the time is right, or they have a compelling reason to.
And strangely, they're just basically treating new games as market experiments now at this point. I mean, like obviously Dota 2, Counter-Strike Go, both introduced new revenue streams for Valve, and they're not really looking to just make another sequel.
They're almost a victim of their own success in the way that they are creating games that keep making more money for them, so they don't have to do anything.
Yep.
But overall, it is possible that Left 4 Dead 3 will release as a typical game,
Right.
but we expect Valve will do something a little different with
So
it.
here's our speculation. That actually means they could just drop Left 4 Dead 3 on us at any time and be like, "Meh, here it is, play it or don't, we don't care." I mean, they might actually do that because they're working on the game, obviously.
Rich, crazy uncle talk.
That's true.
So right around now, we usually get excited with E3 announcements,
Yeah.
but look, typically like Rockstar, Valve does not usually historically show up to E3 to announce anything other than, I mean, really it was Left 4 Dead 2
Right, yeah.
at E3 like 2009, but once again, we're not that hopeful, but God, our hopes are up.
I mean, it'll be great, but I don't think they're going to talk about Left 4 Dead or Half-Life in E3 at all. I think it's just going to happen.
I don't know.
Didn't Gabe Newell show up to announce Portal 2 for PlayStation 3 at E3 that one year?
They didn't announce it, they just said Portal 2 was coming to PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
So wait, he just walked up, said Portal 2 is coming to PlayStation 3, and then left?
Yeah, I think he actually never stopped walking. He just kept going.
Like Portal 2 is like-
Portal 2 is just sign with your shit. Fuck, I'm so rich. So there you go, Half-Life 3 probably never coming out, and Left 4 Dead 3 hopefully with some kind of announcement soon.
Coming soon, yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, guys. Okay, I've been crunching the numbers. I think I've solved it. Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, they're both now MOBAs.
What?
Yep.
They already have a MOBA. It's called Dota 2.
Mid or high feed?
Lawrence, you're dumb. On your trailers, we got the One Piece Unlimited World Red. How did it?
Yes!
James
One
Bear.
Piece! Bruce, you want me to sell you on One Piece?
Yep, go for
Look
it.
up a picture of Nami's boob.
No, you already.
They're so huge. Oh, man.
You already tried that. So
No, perfect.
you already tried this.
Right, but it's paper, so every time
All
I try
right,
to touch
okay,
them,
all
it's
right.
It's
Look
fake.
up a picture.
They're fake.
Put set Google image search to large. Damn, girl.
They're
Yeah.
just drawn boobs.
Yeah, they are.
Who cares?
They're drawn right.
You sold me, James.
Nami.
Can you draw me some circles later?
Sure.
Everyone, welcome to the show for Monday. Hi.
It's actually Tuesday. It is Tuesday, it turns out.
Wait, what?
Yep.
God bless America. The first start today, a Battlehog update contained numerous references and hints to Battlefield Hardline.
What?
As discovered by Kuhn
There you go.
Vaswinkle.
Kuhn Vlaswinkle.
Vaswinkle.
Yeah.
And posted publicly on his personal blog.
Right, so this more or less confirms recent rumors Battlefield Hardline will be announced at E3 this year.
You think?
I think so.
Confirmed?
Yes. I mean, pretty much.
This is giving me a hard line in my pants.
Boo! Battlefield Hardline is most likely coming from Visceral Games, too.
Right, the company doesn't have any currently announced projects, and this Reddit user found an object called the Visceral Skull in the Emblem Maker on Battlelog.
All right, so there's a ton of info in the rumors here, so let's get to it. First of all, a menu graphic list BFH next to a series of game platforms, meaning the game will be on last gen, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, in addition to the current gen PC, PS4, Xbox One.
Very interesting. A few bits and pieces point to potential gameplay too.
Yeah.
Game modes called Blood Money and Heist. So this sounds a lot like Payday.
Oh, that's gonna be
potentially.
All right, there's also a bunch of game classes, Enforcer, Mechanic, Operator, and Professional, and these sound a lot like Battlefield 3 and 4 in terms of, they had 4 classes, but all the classes are renamed to fit the Mercenary and Soldier of Fortune vibe of Battlefield Hardline. Again, if Payday, the Payday analogy is correct.
All right, this is Michael Mann the game. I am excited. Awesome. Game teams include SWAT and Thieves, yet again implying a Payday vibe. Only players take control of the police as well.
Right.
What?
This is gonna be, I can't wait. There are numerous badge logos, guns, attachments, and vehicle upgrade icons in the leak as well. Lawrence, can you tell us a few of those?
Sure, you got deployable cameras, which sound awesome, gas grenades, laser trip mines, and breach charges. Personally, I hope that you can do nothing but throw down breach charges and slow down the game for everyone.
Wait, so how would that slow down the game?
You know, in Call of Duty, every time you breach, it's like, choo!
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
pop, pop, pop.
Remember the slow motion? Was there
Just
slow
like that.
In Call of Duty, yeah. In every Call of Duty. And then other games after that tried it. Medal of Honor tried it. Anyone remember Medal of Honor? No one?
Yep.
Anyone? Oh,
Not surprising.
man.
Obviously, look at all the vehicles as well. There's a SWAT van, police helicopters, Ford Explorers.
Oh my god, those are totally made for escaping from the police. Oh wait, no, that was Bronco. Obviously though, here is the big question. Is this leak legit?
Lawrence?
I think so, yeah. Based on the quality, the volume, and the manner in which all these leaks were discovered, it sounds totally legitimate. Basically, the website has this thing called a style sheet that points to all the media used by the website. Somebody just found that, and that pointed to all this media, so it's obvious they intend to use this stuff eventually, and we're just uploading it to the website for future use.
It's kind of like what we found way back with the Rockstar Social Club when we reported on GTA 5 on PC on May 12th. Although that one seemed a little more shaky.
Right.
This one, there's just so many assets.
Right, that one was an offset logo. This one has emblems and info about a game that was already rumored to exist.
There's tons.
So that begs the question, with this leak, does that mean that Battlefield is finally going annual? I mean, they tried it with Medal of Honor, putting that one out, and
Right.
then a Battlefield game, but it looks like they definitely want to copy the Call of Duty model and put out a game every year using different studios, though this one sounds like a twist that I'm actually interested in.
Same with me. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm wondering if it's going to be a 4-player co-op or if it's just going to be, like a 6-on-6 thing, or I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously, it's like you're robbing banks, you're reliving some of the greatest moments in, great movies like Heat and stuff like that, but it's using the Frostbite engine. What more do you want from me? I mean, them.
This is giving me a hard line in my pants.
You already used that joke.
You can put your penis away.
So we really expect this one is coming out this year. We're going to see an announcement at E3. I'm sure we'll see some gameplay. I'd be very, very surprised if it actually comes out this year, though. The game comes out.
Well, look at it. If it comes out this year, hopefully Battlefield 4 will be fixed by then.
I don't think it will be.
And then Hardline will be fixed next year.
Yeah, Hardline will be fixed next year.
I love being a beta tester.
On your game, let's do right back.
Oh, sick, the video games are here. Here's another piece of the game you already bought and don't even fully have yet. It's about bears looking for crime, so that's the stuff you like. Here's a game, it's awesome. You can get up in the morning and beat traffic or walk. Fucking sick, unless you got an AMD card. I don't know, this is probably a MOBA where you have to use your family members and physics and time travel. You have a hand you can use to touch and, nah, that's it, fuck it. Yeah, onto the sickest hype. In this game, you're little, and I've said it once. So that was it. Here's a game that couldn't even make a trailer, so this is what you get. You suck, you suck, you suck. Thanks, Japan, for more tits and baseball cards. This game also came out last week on the same thing. Is that fine? I don't want to accidentally have way too much fun playing an early release game. So let's be sure, this fucking sucks, right? Finally fulfill your fantasy of making a baby go really fast. Someday they'll be putting them in space, but for now, they're just whipping them down racetracks. And that's it. Games rests. For now.
Moving on to trailers, first up with the Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Is this Batman Beyond?
No, it's
Then what the fuck?
Batman in space?
This is a misleading title.
Come on, bro. And then there's the Borderlands, the pre-sequel gameplay walkthrough trailer.
15 minutes of gameplay narrated by the developers.
We didn't ask you what this one's about.
I'm
that
letting
was
you know.
self-explanatory.
We just let this one play out. You don't need to talk anymore.
Stop trying to get more screen time. Check out Phil's blog at phil.blog.org.
.org.
Oh.
There's an org at the end.
/Phil. And finally, we got the Evil Within Terrified trailer. I assume people are terrified watching this trailer.
I think they also show the reactions of people playing the game, and they're terrified.
Oh.
Is that what happens?
Yes.
All you need is one Swedish individual to scream into a camera.
And it has a new release date.
What is it?
October 21st.
That's a scary time.
2014.
That's when the scary
Hi-yo!
movies come out.
You know what's weird about talking to Phil is that when you say a sentence to Phil, he doesn't respond to the sentence you said. He responds to the sentence previous.
Yeah, it's
Off in
almost
my
like he's
own
not
world.
listening.
Yep. So it's like, yeah, exactly.
I did a lot of drugs.
That one's really good, and then the other blue one is really
I like
good
Troll
too.
Joel.
Yeah, the new one. The new Flying Fairy Joel.
Oh, is that the same guy?
I don't think it is. That one's like, that's Hanna-Barbera. I love that. I think artists are slowly realizing that Adam isn't fat.
Yes, they are. It's true. They're realizing the broad shoulders.
Well, they see my face and they're like, what a fat ass. And they're like, then they see me standing, they're like, oh, he's normal.
You're also shoving like food in your mouth. Welcome.
Why are they calling me fat? Everyone, welcome to the show for Wednesday. Hi!
All right, it's hump day, but take note of the hump. See, normally I hump forward, so I'm gonna hump backwards. Watch. Are you watching?
Oh, right on Stallone!
Are you watching?
Get it, Stallone! Yeah, Cobra!
Your version over today, the Steam machines have been delayed.
Oh, balls. All the way till 2015. So we haven't heard anything about Steam machines from Valve for a very long time. Turns out there's a reason for that. In an update to the Steam Universe community group, Valve product designer Eric Hope dropped that they're now looking at a release window of 2015 for Steam machines.
So it turns out the delay is mostly due to the controllers.
Okay.
This little doohickey. They're now conducting live playtests with everyone from industry professionals to diehard gamers to casual gamers, and using that feedback to rework the controller.
That's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it stands to reason. The Steambox itself is just a tiny computer running Linux, and those have existed for a very long time. But the controller will be the linchpin for the system, as it's the key to making a PC gaming experience work in the living room.
Right, but overall, we're not really surprised by
Why?
this,
Look
right?
at how cool it is.
Haptic!
Yeah.
Lawrence, were you surprised?
Not really. I mean, the Steam controller's fine. It's a cool idea, but it's not quite there yet. Not ready for prime time. You know, we played with one in the office. It's just not accurate enough. Having it rumble in your hands is pretty cool, but when you want to play a precision shooter, it's really hard to zero in on it.
Looks like an owl.
So as usual, when it comes to Valve, they're only delaying the product to obviously make it better for you because they love you.
Yes, keep telling yourself that. They say, I quote, our number one priority is making sure that when you do, you'll be getting the best gaming experience possible. Hope continued to say, we hope you'll be patient with us while we get there.
All right, so here's something to keep in mind though. This is just Valve's Steam machine. It's possible Valve would mandate that all the other companies like Alienware and so forth can't release theirs until Valve says it's okay. But that doesn't really sound like it fits in with Valve's open source nature, so maybe Alienware and all the other companies will be able to release before Valve.
Right, but this brings up the scarier question. Does this mean that the whole Steam Machine project is in jeopardy?
No, it can't be. That's not true, right?
I don't know. I mean, the controller has bounced around to a few different designs so far, including one with a touchscreen that has since been killed.
That's true. Lawrence, this is one of the more ambitious projects Valve has taken on though, right?
It absolutely is. I mean, they tackled digital distribution for games. That turned out really well. At the time, that was a big undertaking, but this is even bigger. They're trying to rework the way that most people interact with their games on a fundamental level, which is, you know, something that only like Nintendo has done before. So yeah, it makes sense that it's going to take a few tries, a few non-starts to find something that works.
Right. And with a couple years back when it was first announced that these Steam machines would be a thing, or at least they were rumored, a really big feature has been introduced since then called game streaming, which Valve is championing right now.
Yeah, that's true.
They just took it out of beta.
Yeah.
So now you can pretty much just stream anything to the living room and you don't actually need a box. Potentially, you could just do this with something like Chromecast or something even smaller. Why buy a whole other PC?
And you've been saying for a long time that the Steam box idea isn't necessarily a box; it could just be an OS or software or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get into anyone's living room by trying to put in a giant Alienware.
No, not at all.
Those sorts of people will buy a PC. That's just how it is. I think the way you get to these people is through something small, like the way Google's doing it.
Or your
just
penis.
Do it through my penis.
Actually, Spool was talking about earlier that he was like, why don't they just release a Chromecast, but for a Steam box? That's actually not a bad idea.
I'd say take it one step further and just make a Steam app that can work across multiple platforms. Use a Samsung Smart TV, so you can do it in Chromecast. Do it on your Android phone, iOS, whatever. It's just a streaming service that just puts video onto a screen, which is where everything is eventually going to go. Anyway, I sound like a crazy person.
So the question is, are you really bummed out that Steam machines are delayed? Or I don't think anybody even really kind of knew they were coming this year. I'd forgotten about it, actually. So
I think the only people who care about Steam machines are the people who already own PCs, in which case you go, wait a minute, why do I care?
They don't. Spool, how was it to be included in the show today, huh?
It was great.
That's all I wanted.
What would you rate it?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, okay.
Okay, so it's like a Watch
I
Dogs.
bumped it a couple points.
Okay. You can stop talking now. On to your trailers, we got one, the Battle Cry announcement trailer.
I have to talk about this?
You bet you do.
I want you to start giving these things scores. Everything gets a score now.
What's the score?
Well, I mean, it shows no gameplay, it's straight cinematic.
Okay.
So what's your battle cry?
All right, with everything said, what do you rate it?
The trailer?
Yeah?
Yes. You know what the other duck butter is? Dan told me what duck butter was because he said they used to ride.
Bad influence on you.
They used to ride in a wrestling van whenever, like, on the way back from matches. And what they would do is they would be like, anybody want some duck butter? And whoever didn't know what duck butter was, stick their hand down their pants, rub their taint so they get their fingers up there, really get all the sweat out of it, and then just do this right into their face. Disgusting.
That's horrible.
The more you know. Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Thursday.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. Thursday, come on.
And your first news story for today, guess what? You can make money on YouTube playing Nintendo games.
Whoa! Nintendo finally. So Nintendo actually flipped around its hat, sat in a chair backwards, and got a little more hip this week.
So Nintendo caused the internet to collectively eye-roll hard rage last year when they started claiming gameplay videos through YouTube's Content ID system, meaning that if you uploaded Nintendo gameplay to YouTube, Nintendo would make money off of your video.
Ooh, all right. So at the time, YouTubers just simply shrugged and walked away from Nintendo games. They were like, we don't need to play Nintendo games. Who cares?
That or they talked into a webcam in an angry fashion and said, why? Why Nintendo?
That happened occasionally too.
And I will continue not playing your games. However, a pair of tweets from Nintendo's Japanese Twitter confirmed that Nintendo will soon introduce a program in which they'll split ad rev with content creators.
Okay, that's good. Japanese tweets, you know what that means. Google Translate! Here we go. So sometimes ads get the video you have permission, like traditional policy. The ad revenue will be distributed by Nintendo and Google. All right, and then also they said, for more information about the affiliate program, we will follow up at a later date. Much for your understanding. Thank you.
And banish you to the land of wind and ghosts.
That kind of worked.
All right. And just in case you're worried that this is a lost in translation type of thing, the news was also translated by Cheesemeister. Who is this, Lawrence?
He knows Japanese and frequently translates Nintendo's Japanese investor calls. So that's it, really. He posts on NeoGAF a lot.
Lawrence and Cheesemeister go out for drinks occasionally.
Yeah, we're old homies. We go back.
Since then, Nintendo has issued an official press release. They say that Nintendo already permits the use of copyrighted material in appropriate circumstances. They also say the affiliate program is for content creators that want to use the material more proactively. I don't really know what any of this
I think
means.
their hands are getting tired from all the air quotes.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot
as
of that.
usual, Nintendo's decided to reinvent the wheel again.
Right, yes.
Like the racing wheel. So to be fair, most game publishers are starting up their own affiliate programs. They just didn't call attention to them by claiming ad rev on videos first.
That's actually true. And even more than that, this is where the internet is headed. The copyright holders have the last say. Again, it's their material, so naturally they'll want to influence all related content to be positive on their product.
Of course, which means you have to say nice things. So keep in mind, if you want to make money on YouTube, be aware that one day there's a very real possibility that if you want to produce content in this way, you're gonna have to serve the interests of somebody else.
Furthermore, you're already watching content right now that does the masquerading as authentic, unsponsored content. It's all over YouTube. It's sponsored, and you just don't know it.
Including this video.
Well, no, they do know it's sponsored because it says at the very front of the video.
Yeah, we're very upfront about it. We don't tell people that Uber Soldier has been paying us for years to play their shitty game.
Don't tell them that!
As usual, we caution skepticism when watching entertainment, so unless your entertainment is upfront about where its money is coming from, you should always question what it has to say.
Lawrence, I know you're really adamant about telling people that they are watching sponsored content, because I know we are here at Machinima ever since that Xbox CPM thing. So, is there any way we can kind of find out who's sponsored, who's not on YouTube, Lawrence?
I don't know, you can kind of tell after a while. The guys that make the really slick content that's really clean and they're always positive about everything, that's kind of a good sign.
So not us.
So not us, right, because we're sarcastic and assholes.
I don't know, I just feel like entertainment is one of the sneakiest ways to control consumers. And if you want to be an individual and make your own decisions, you have to be skeptical about the kinds of media you take in.
Right. And also keep in mind, right now, you're pretty much in the golden age of making money on the internet, because it's going to get to a point where if you even want to play Call of Duty and put any sort of video up, you have to say positive things. Otherwise, Activision could easily strike your video or make money off it or do whatever the hell they want with it because they own the content. So enjoy it while you can.
It's their gameplay.
Been a fun ride.
What are you shaking your head about?
I'm gonna make my own game and then give it a terrible review on YouTube.
Why would you do
tear
that?
it apart?
Why?
Because I can.
Is that gonna make any money for you?
What?
On your trailers, we got one, the Enemy Front story trailer.
Yeah. Good week for trailers.
Really good week.
Story of Robert Hawkins.
Who's that?
He's the lead in the game.
No, that's the lead in Hawking.
Nope. I call him Bobby.
What's this game about? Is it first-person shooter, third-person shooter?
First. I think it's in World War II.
Sounds like a worst person shooter.
His name's Thomas Front.
Thomas Front.
Good old Tom Front.
Want nothing to do with this trailer.
Did you smoke pot at one point?
Yeah.
What was it like?
You did?
What was it like? Yeah, what
My eyes
it
been
like?
stuck like this ever since.
His bottom.
I mentioned it before a minute that his mom smoked pot while he was in the womb.
Oh, no wonder he's got so much rage.
Hey, she hot boxed the womb.
Wait, she blew it into her vagina?
Hot wound.
Just you hear the baby coffee?
She's like, yeah.
You a narc in there? Don't be a narc in there.
Hey, everyone, welcome to the show Friday. Hi. For today, guess what? Another BioShock and Red Dead are coming from Take-Two.
Aha, we knew it! We knew it! So remember who Take-Two Interactive is? They publish and distribute games like GTA 5, BioShock Infinite, Red Dead, and Civilization. Yeah! And I put it in there for
We're
him.
talking about BioShock.
Oh.
So when Irrational Games closed back in February, we were worried that the BioShock series might be coming to an end.
True.
At the time, we speculated that since Take-Two owned the rights to the series, they just handed off to new developers.
Right, turns out that's exactly what's happening. Sort of.
Yeah.
Lawrence, take it from here.
Well, yeah, speaking at a Cowen and Company analyst conference, this is for investors and other business smart people, the Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick confirmed that BioShock and Red Dead is on the way. But as far as BioShock goes, like you mentioned, it's a little weird.
Strauss Zelnick said, "We haven't given any color on how you should think about it yet, except we do believe BioShock, it's beloved. We think it's important and certainly something that we're focused on, something 2K Marin will be responsible for shepherding going forward." Wait a minute, hold on. So, talk about 2K Marin.
Yeah, so 2K Marin, the developers of BioShock 2 and other games, apparently will be developing the series,
Yeah, they're
right?
making the series.
There's one big problem with that.
What?
The studio's closed.
Oh, man.
Was that just a backhanded way of saying they're not making BioShock?
I'm not really sure. So back in October 2013, the studio underwent a lot of staff reductions, all the way down to 0, it seems. The rumor was that all remaining developers will be rolled over into a new studio in the Bay Area, but nothing official was ever announced regarding that.
Interesting. Could this be Irrational West?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. So either the CEO isn't aware that one of his own studios is shut down, or they've already reformed the studio and haven't announced it yet.
That sounds a little more likely. So either way, it sounds like Zelnick misspoke, which is not uncommon for CEOs at investor conferences.
Right, they have all that money in their ears.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money there. It also wouldn't be a Take-Two story without some mention of Red Dead Redemption.
Right, Zelnick went on. All right. Zelnick went on to say, it's obvious that GTA is a permanent franchise as long as we keep delivering this incredible quality. It seems quite obvious that Red Dead is a permanent franchise. Again, with the same caveat, or Borderlands, for example, and NBA and others.
He just started naming off a bunch of video games. I don't remember what games I make.
I love Tetris.
I love Mario.
Get Bullfrog on it.
If Red Dead is obviously a permanent franchise, that means we're definitely getting another game at some point.
We have to.
Yeah,
Right.
also the original game made a shitload of money, so there's that.
Exactly.
You gotta make another one.
When things make money, you make more of it.
Sure, that's true.
Look at the Transformers, for God's sake. There's not a lot of room for speculation here. We will get another BioShock and Red Dead. The question is, when?
Lawrence, when is it?
God only knows.
No, you know. Tell us.
That's a BioShock reference.
Yeah, that's right. They did that song. I would expect to see one of these games either announced or teased in 2014, but as far as when it comes out, Jesus Christ. Well, with current gen, especially with open world, we have no idea how long these games take to make. BioShock Infinite took 6 years, Red Dead was another 6 or 5.
Jeez.
So if they started 3 years ago, we could be looking at another 3 years before we see the next Red Dead.
We're gonna see a trailer at E3 though, right, Lawrence?
Don't count on it.
Shut up!
E3 is also just kind of a weird spectacle in itself because the big publishers have all their press conferences. 2K, Rockstar, those guys, they don't show up. So typically, like with BioShock Infinite, they just put a trailer up. They just said, here it is. So anytime this stuff's gonna be announced, it'll probably just be on their own terms.
All right, guess what? That's it. I'm making a list. Here's what's happening at E3 2014. Are you ready?
Okay.
First, Half-Life 3.
Okay.
Second, Fallout 4.
Yes!
Third, Red Dead Redemption 2. Fourth, GTA 6. Fifth, BioShock Infinite 2. Seventh,
New One Piece game.
new One Piece. Army of 2. 10th,
Syndicate 2.
Syndicate 2, 5.
You're just like the Santa Claus
Confirmed!
of E3. You're just saying things.
All right, on the trailers, we got one. What was it?
Worms Battleground.
Whoa!
Cool.
Worms are awesome.
I love Worms. It sounds like it's narrated from that girl from the IT crowd, Jen. Remember that?
Yeah, Catherine Parkinson. I was just watching the IT crowd last night.
I think it sounds like her.
She's cute.
That's about
She's
it.
super hot, right, Lawrence?
Oh, and
Yeah,
she's in
she is.
Sherlock season
We started with BioShock. We got the Red Dead. Got the Wii U controllers. Got the Worms. Got the IT crowd.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
So our audience retention of this episode is nil.
It's just us.
Wait, so nobody's watching anymore.
No, we
So
can
you
do whatever we want.
We can talk about whatever we want.
Sure.
What do you guys
what-
want to talk about?
Civilization.
Yeah.
candy.
Going to Alpha Centauri.
We're going. We're flying there. Come on,
Hey,
go.
go. And today, in Civilization news, we're going to Alpha Centauri.
And it's kind of like Red Dead Redemption, but without the cowboys and the horses.
And with more aliens. And the world's gonna be big, and it's a tech wagon. There's not a tech tree. And James is my best friend. And we smile every night, and then we hold each other's hands.
We actually stopped.
And then this is on record.